And we are live. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 and whatever the fuck Azrial says when he welcomes people to a video. And welcome to
hey.
And welcome to a 14-minute late non-content podcast because Harrison was missing.
I was
Hola.
out.
Hey man, fashionably late.
Fashionably late. Yep. That's just how we are. And we then, because I was out at a convention all day, we don't have any background. So enjoy our new overlay, which is shite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me go see. What does it look like?
It is the fanciest background you'll ever see.
Gee, I wonder what it looks like.
It is literally just
cool.
It's literally just old English text on a black background.
Dude, my new channel gimmick, I should just be like Fat Albert the entire time.
Hey,
Hey kids, don't go to Nippon.
Don't get raped.
Don't get raped on a train. Don't go to Japan.
Go. Oh, now I know what Go Go Nippon's DLC is gonna be. Go Go Nippon, Fat Albert's trip to Japan.
Okay, you know what I really
I would
hoped
play
it was gonna
that.
be? I really wanted it to be like a Japanese guy coming to America and being like, "Oh, you have freeze fry?"
Ooh, I
Shit like that.
Wow.
Why does your toilet not spray in my asshole?
I have to wipe my asshole? My
Why
god,
don't
you
you
like
listen-
savages!
Dear
This
God.
is dishonorable.
You live like savages!
I imagine like a Japanese porn producer being confused when he sees an American vending machine and it doesn't like give you porn instead of snacks.
It doesn't like dispense used panties.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
He's confused
fuck
when
is
he
this
doesn't
shit?
have to pixelate every dick and like set of labia.
Vagina. Yeah.
Okay, what is up with that? Like it's
it's,
porn.
it's
No,
Why
you
against the
can
law,
show
pretty
dicks, but
sure.
you can't show labia by law.
Oh
Pretty
no,
much,
you can
yeah.
show dicks, but you can't show the glands.
Yeah.
You
Which I'm
can
not
show
sure.
you can show the shaft and the head and the balls, but you can't show the bit in between the head and the shaft.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It's
If
weird.
I let you know
I'm
what that
sorry.
means, what that
It's
word
just a
is,
bit
it's
of
not disturbing.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
For some
yeah.
reason, the glands
I'm not
is
know.
a sore subject for them. I don't know why.
We're not Japanese. We don't know. It's
But-
probably something really, really old.
Hey, you don't
and,
know my life.
like,
I
you
can be
have to go back.
Japanese.
But segueing from penises into just people being straight up dicks. You brought this to my attention
Clever.
Zach. You brought it to my attention, Zachary. Tell us about GDC because it's your topic.
Okay, so GDC is a great place, first of all. No, I'm not hating on GDC. It's great for the people who need to be there. EA doesn't need to be there. But like shit like that, they don't need to be there. It's you go there, it's a bunch of conferences on game development. This
Right.
year I've seen some specifically disgusting ones, such as social whales, understanding and leveraging a new kind of player. So how to make money off of people who want to spend money. How to make lots of it, pretty much.
You're talking
And let me
about
find-
free to play.
Yeah,
Microtransactions.
let me find another one.
Being the worst thing ever.
No, let me find another one that's real bad. Okay, it was like how to monetize children.
Oh, what the
Wait,
fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Wait, where is that
any
at?
other place I stood up, it was it's how to monetize teens. My bad. How to monetize teens.
Well,
I think
it was
that's
on
just
Wednesday,
as
it
bad.
Is
Yeah.
that illegal? They made that illegal, didn't they?
Yeah, that is illegal.
That's-
But I guess not in this context. If I stood up there and was like telling people how to sell soda to children, they would take me off that stage in fucking handcuffs, and I would be vilified on everything. Everything.
And then you'd receive a
No
lecture
ever
from the
hired.
mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wait, where's that at? It's on Wednesday, you said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Wednesdays.
I prefer the convention I went to. Jesus, all I got a stuffed pony and an orange tail. I prefer my convention.
Okay, yeah, the rituals of mobile gaming. Understanding the true building blocks of customer value.
Okay,
Right, that does sound
that doesn't sound as evil.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
sound
sounds
as evil
like something
until
that
you
could be
watch
useful.
it. Until you watch it. You know what they think customer value means?
But
The value you get from your customer.
oh, fuck off!
Yeah.
Fuck right
A
off
lot
with
of
that
them-
shit.
Like I thought that didn't sound bad at all, and I watched like 10 minutes. I'm like, no, no, no.
Actually, some of these do sound
Right.
pretty good though.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here's
there's a
one.
lot of them that are good.
Here's one of them that sounds kind of bad. The design and business of social casino. I get the feeling that that's a lot of microtransactions.
Aren't those illegal as well? At least in the U.S.
No, they're legal in the in the U.S. They're not legal
Aren't-
in Japan or
aren't-
Europe.
No, but no online casinos are illegal in the U.S.
Oh, really? They're-
You cannot bet online.
They
Then,
That
then
is-
what's with the online
Yeah.
casinos and stuff?
I
Online,
don't know. It might just be something how they're writing,
like
but I know
online,
that is
online
in the
blackjack,
US.
we can bet real money.
They,
Yeah,
I think
no,
they
you
put
can't
it
in
down in
America.
a different way. They put like you buy credits and then you can bet credits and they count it.
Sort of like
that.
the pachinko thing in Japan.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
pachinko is technically skill based, so at least pachinko isn't as rigged.
Well, I mean,
Technically, blackjack is
Blackjack's
skill-based.
Blackjack really is.
You can get
Blackjack is tactical knowledge. It's not really skill. It's
Well,
like
yeah.
and luck as well.
Nah, yeah. Blackjack is almost entirely luck.
Yeah, and
But you can,
yeah, it's
if you can count what cards have already, if you can count the cards in a deck, and
yeah, and it's impossible.
No, but
to do that
see,
in a
it's
real
even,
casino.
like-
4 deck counts. Fuck that.
You're not allowed
Yeah.
to
You
do
can't count
that.
4 decks.
so
yeah,
It's just
if
that-
you-
But people
if you
still do
know-
it, but
if you know
it's just
exactly how
nowadays they are onto you.
if you know exactly how many decks the dealer is using, you could probably judge it, and that'd be sort of skill based. But most people don't, so that becomes luck.
Not
I mean,
only
it's-
that,
you
but
can-
like
And
in
knowing
most
when to hit
casinos,
when to.
in most casinos, it is against the rules to actually count the cards. Like they will throw you
Yeah,
out if
every
they think that you're counting cards.
In every casino, I'm pretty sure it's against
in
the
every
rules.
casino, it's against the rules. They will kick you out if you're counting cards.
Ah.
I've honestly, like when I had my fake, I got kicked out of a fucking 5-card draw table because I had won like $300, and they're like, "Get the fuck out." I'm like, "Okay, my bad."
Wait, so they kicked you out for
I'm pretty sure
winning?
they can't do that.
No, they
should
can.
be allowed
They
to
can
do
kick
that.
you. They can kick you out for whatever the fuck they want. Once you win
Casinos
too
aren't
much money in
legitimate
Vegas
establishments.
casinos, they'll kick us out. Like they kick you out if you win too much money too quick.
You're not there to get
They
their
don't want
money.
you
You're
to.
there to give them money.
Yeah,
But still, it's like, wow.
yeah. Here's another one. Economies unite: cross-platform monetization and player retention.
That
I
doesn't
can kind of
sound
understand
that
what
doesn't
that
sound as bad until you
I'm
hit the
pretty-
monetization part.
Yeah.
Because there are some forms of monetization I'm fine with. Very few, but they exist.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
they have to get their money somehow. I understand free to play why there are microtransactions, but it's like when it becomes free
Yeah.
to win, play to win. That's when it becomes
Oh
a
yeah.
problem.
Or even when if it's not pretty one, just straight up predatory like business practices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Like, don't treat me like fucking livestock.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Don't lie to
I
people.
was
That's
talking-
the problem.
Before you got about here, I was saying
Exactly.
we should take every person in a company who's ever referred to their customer base as whales and have them fight to the death in a fucking blood in the sand style arena, and whoever lives gets to become the biggest asshole on the face of the earth.
There he is, the biggest douche in the universe.
Of course, then at that point, he probably just like kill you with his bare hands. At that point,
Oh yeah, but I mean, with bare hands.
If he
He's
has
in an
bare
arena,
hands,
as soon as
he's
he tries to-
cheating. Some poor bear
But-
just
but
has
let's-
little human hands.
Let's take a look at his opponents. We're talking about skinny men or fat men who stay at home and
Yeah,
play video games
skinny,
for most of
fat
the day.
people.
it's not easy to rip somebody to just like beat somebody to death with their bare hands, though. Once
those-
you've
those
done it by
people-
20
Okay, well,
times,
yeah,
at
I don't know.
least
Have you
in a company-
tried, sir? Have you tried to
Yeah,
run to death with
I have-
a man to death?
I've hit.
You know.
I mean, I've hit people pretty hard and they didn't die. So,
Yeah, you know.
but yeah, like
I've been hit.
I mean,
hit pretty
when I
hard.
said blood on the stand style, I mean I'm giving them leather tunics, a sword and a shield, and or like a net and a spear, and telling them to run out there and please the crowd.
Jesus, give
I-
them more than leather tunics.
Yeah, one of our
No.
viewers actually in the chat just brought up a good point. Team
Oh, we have a
Fortress
chat?
2's microtransactions. That is a
Yeah, that's-
form of microtransaction
Yeah.
I'm fine with. Like
It's
Yeah,
annoying.
I'm definitely fine.
Yeah.
with
Kind of
yeah, like
stupid.
the like
No,
being
no,
able to
TF2s are great.
being able to buy weapons from it is a little bit annoying because like the random drop chance I feel was changed to be more scarce on weapons as time they'd make more money off it. But
I'm
most
pretty
of the
sure it
money
was.
is hats. And
Yeah.
it's even spawned like a small economy within the game based on bartering and trading. Like that's fucking genius.
And on top of that, the weapons
Path
are
of
all
Exiles.
balanced.
Well, they're balanced to a great degree. There's like very few weapons that are direct upgrades, but they do exist.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh god, I don't remember. I don't play enough TF2, but remember when the shortstop came out? The little scout pistol that's like shot 4, and it was as a
Oh,
shotgun.
yeah.
That thing was a direct upgrade for the longest time.
Yeah, that
Until
thing
they
was
nerfed it.
great OP.
Dude, that shit still pisses me off.
It's not as good as it was. Like I still prefer the Force of Nature to it, but it is still very, very good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's a lot of really good like
Yeah.
microtransactions. I'm not saying microtransactions are a bad thing. It's just if you do them
Yeah, like
poorly,
we're not saying
like
that
Path of
they're bad.
Exile.
Yeah. Don't be EA.
Path of Exile
just,
has
like,
great microtransactions.
Yeah.
You can like make your spells look prettier, or you can get your armor to look prettier.
Or do what Blizzard Dota does and let you ride a rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, except
Yeah, I mean, just for any game considering microtransactions, here's your motto: don't be EA. You can't go wrong.
Don't sell power.
Don't
Don't
be
be Capcom.
Japanese game companies. Don't be Capcom.
Capcom.
Don't be Capcom.
Ever.
Don't
Under
be
any circumstance.
don't be Square Enix Japan. Never be Square Enix Japan. Never be Square Enix. That's the game. That's like a game developer rule of the
Aren't
fucking
those
universe.
the guys that said Tomb Raider was a commercial failure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
they
the
are.
guys that
Well, I think they changed their
that-
minds now. They actually did change their minds like a year
Oh,
after they
okay.
said that.
Yeah,
No,
be,
yeah,
be
and the guys
Nintendo.
who-
Maybe it was a
Be
success.
Nintendo, right? Like, you guys remember what the guys at Nintendo said, Shiggy and Iwata, about DLC?
no.
I don't know.
They basically said, "Fuck DLC. If
They do
if we come up
They
with
do
something
DLC.
to
They
add,
do-
yeah, it's like if
They've done it.
yeah, they
There's
do.
been Nintendo DLC.
Nintendo, I can't think of a single Nintendo game that has DLC that's unfair.
They've done DLC.
That's a good
though.
point.
Like
I'm
there's
pretty-
there's so little of it,
Yeah.
and when it actually is DLC, it may as well be an extra game.
Like what
Yeah.
games even have DLC on like Nintendo games?
That's a good
I don't
I'm
question.
pretty sure
played
one of the
too much
Mario
Nintendo.
games.
Well, some of the Mario games do, but when they do DLC for a Mario game, it is basically an extra
Just
Mario
add new
game.
worlds.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like that should
and
be
then-
add more worlds to play into.
Yeah.
And then when you have
Yeah.
like games that are like ripe for DLC, like Smash Bros, they just skip out on the opportunity to do that. They're just like, no,
Yeah,
this
they
game
could
is
sell.
fine
They could
as
sell you
is.
fighters. They could sell you fighters like no fucking problem.
Oh
But
my
instead,
I
God.
don't like
I
that.
would-
I don't-
Better yet,
I hate
they could
games
sell you
like that.
outfits. They could sell you
Okay,
accessories.
no.
They could sell you items.
No,
They
they
could do
rip
anything.
Capcom, and
But
then they're terrible.
instead, what they do is they let you unlock the characters by playing the fucking game. You know, like
Yeah.
back in the old days when that was what you're supposed to fucking do. God damn.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I would
To be
I
fair,
wouldn't be like
there's
pissed
a-
off like if I randomly got like a melee pack that just came out though. Like, hey, by the way, here's like 20 new characters.
Capcom.
To be fair, we look back on the
That's Capcom,
olden days as
completely.
like an example of good practice, but I mean, if we go far
Yeah,
enough
Capcom.
back, the olden days were
No.
pretty shit.
Yeah, they were shit too.
I like
I'm never
people
gonna say
always-
the olden
that
days
is
were
kind of
way
like-
better.
Yeah, well,
People always be
not
like,
every,
"Oh, it was good
like,
back in the
for
day."
example,
It's like-
like just like to tie it into like stuff that I remember, like a lot of old games are very fucking amazing. But the thing is, there was a lot of shit back then too. Like I've said before on the podcast, I love movies from the '80s because they're so big, explosive, and stupid. But there are some '80s movies that are just as
They're
bad as
so
movies
bad.
made nowadays. And
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
games on the NES that, like, I fucking love the NES. I love the
NES
shit out of the NES.
has a lot of really
But there
bad
is-
games.
There are a lot of bad games.
Have
on the
you ever
NES.
played Ant Farm Simulator?
Yes, I have.
What?
Yeah, that game was
I have played
released.
that.
It's awful. It's trash. I'd rather play Lightning Returns.
There have been
Jesus
there have
Christ.
That's
been
gonna
like
be my
shit
my
games.
standard for bad games. If I'd rather play Lightning Returns, you made the worst game.
Like, oh,
There's
Jesus
shit
Christ.
games for
You
every
made
generation.
something that was
man.
like physically offensive to me at that point.
Yeah, they're terrible games for every generation. I mean, if we just take a look at Good Icarus' channel, he's got like Dalmatians 3, like all of the horrible games that you could possibly
Oh.
expect to find.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Dalmatians.
I'm sort of feeling though that it's getting worse as time's gone on. Like it seems like every other game is a bad game,
I don't feel like it's
Dude,
getting
there's
worse.
been
I
some-
feel like there's a higher volume of games.
Yeah, or that's
to
probably
have
it.
bad
That's probably it
games.
as well. There's just a higher
There's
Because,
too
volume.
many indie games. There's a lot of indie
You
games.
can make a
It's an
game
indie
with,
game
like-
revolution, and most of the indie games are fucking terrible. If we're being
Yeah.
honest.
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of real bad games that aren't indie too.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but
Like,
like
recently.
most, I would say there's more. You have a higher chance of having a bad indie game than having a bad AAA title. Just a
Have
straight
you ever
up
been through Steam
broke-it
Greenlight,
game.
like all the ones that are terribly rated?
Like
It-
I've
yeah.
actually
Yes.
started. I'm actually planning on going through Steam Greenlight and just asking all of them for review copies of their games and demos.
Yeah.
They'd
Just
probably be down, honestly.
And-
They'd be like, "Oh
But
shit,
this-
someone wants to play this."
especially if they're extremely terrible games.
Yeah.
I mean, I will play your terrible game. If your game is absolutely terrible, but it's so terrible it makes me laugh, then well
Oh my
done. You've
God.
made a good game.
Dude, I tried
Dude,
to make
I-
a recording of Ride to Hell. Didn't work. Did not
Yeah,
work. The game
so
was
did
so
I.
bad that I couldn't make funny commentary over it.
It was just
Like, I-
me being.
I
It's
have
just you.
seen
It's just
some
being
bad
miserable,
games.
basically. Just
Me being
miserable.
sad the entire time. That was it. I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm shooting."
I've actually
guys now.
seen some shitty
If-
games. Like I went to GameStop the other day and I saw in the retail rack for like old games that nobody bought for 89 cents on the price tag. You can't get shit for 89 cents at GameStop. 89
Yeah,
cents
like,
for the
what?
PS3 game of the Golden Compass. I was so tempted to buy it.
Dude, you should have got it. You should have fucking got it.
89 cents.
You should have got that shit immediately. Like,
There's
right
no-
there.
I would have.
Wow.
That's
I totally would have
So
if
that's
I'd
the
had
cheapest thing.
any more than 2 cents in my wallet.
Dude, GameStop gives me more money than that for games I trade in.
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah,
That is
Like,
saying
I've gotten
something.
5 cents for a game before.
What? Oh, you know what? I
Wow,
have
what?
I've got 5 cents.
Yeah,
What did
no,
you
like I
give
traded
them?
in
Like-
like a shit ton of PS2 games at one time, and
Like
they
a
gave me
Madden
5
game.
cents.
Give
for
them a
it.
Madden game. Give them Madden. You will get like a cent, a penny.
Oh,
Yeah,
someone,
yeah, I gave-
someone in chat actually brought up a good point. Back in the day, there was no internet, so when a game was bad, it just wouldn't get any publicity. But
Yeah.
on the opposite side of that, has anyone noticed that good games don't get reported on as much?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
no, like
Well-
really good games that aren't like touted as like with fanfare and shit. Like back when the original, well, not the original Xbox, the Xbox 360 first came out. Does anyone remember Cameo Elements of Power? It was a launch title.
That wasn't that great. That was
That
okay.
game was fucking awesome.
That was okay. It was.
Fucking-
It got. Oh, that game got. That was huge in the. They did a lot of advertising for that. It was just not great.
I
like
thoroughly
Knack.
enjoyed that
It's
game.
like
That game
Knack.
was one of my
It
favorites.
was like Knack.
That game was one
It
of
was
my
the Knack.
It was
of-
it was better than Knack. It was better than
It was the
Knack.
Knack of the. It was the Knack of the 360 launch title of the 360 launch, basically though.
I have to disagree because I played that recently and the game still fucking holds up. There are still
It's not-
there are still
it's not-
there are things that are wrong with it. There are things that are wrong with that game. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but for a
It's-
launch title, for a fucking launch title, that game is very good, and you never hear anything about it ever.
Because it wasn't
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't.
I can
I
honestly.
played that game.
I mean, I get where you're going with this about good games not being reported on. Like, I see examples of that now. Like, you see Last of Us and whatnot, the big titles that are blasted all over
Yeah, but
Reddit.
then
They're
the smaller
making it
games
big
are
in the
very
titles.
good.
But then the smaller games, they get swallowed up under all of that buzz because, nobody's looking at them. We got this
Exactly.
big title. We got Last of Us. It's artistically beautiful. Well, what about
Yeah.
little,
I mean- Like, have any of you guys even heard of like And Yet It Moves?
And yet,
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that one.
I've
That
heard
game
of,
is
I've
so
heard of
good.
it, but I haven't really.
No one-
like,
Yeah, it's really
yeah.
good. Really like good stylized art and everything. It's a beautiful game. It got buried under every other game's hype that came out right around it. And it just, I ended up getting it in a Humble Bundle. Like I had never heard of it until I looked it up in a Humble Bundle.
And yet it moved up.
Humble Bundle does great things.
Yeah.
Like the best thing about Humble Bundle is not only is it like it donates some of it to charity every now and then, but like it helps popularize really small games that are still very
Yeah.
good games.
being absolutely entirely poor, I fucking love Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever like have you or I've never even heard of Night Sky before. I'd never heard of this game. I played through Night Sky. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's Humble Bundle gets you those games that you just would have never played,
Uh,
never touched
mean-
at all.
gosh, I still need to play fucking Dungeon Keeper. God damn.
Oof.
You mean the new one? Jesus Christ, man.
I remember I talked about doing it in the very first fucking podcast we did, but I never got around to it because I've had to actually cut series now. Ugh. Damn.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, if we want to talk about back to fighting games like Smash Bros. J-Stars Versus needs to get ported all up over here.
It really does, though.
'Cause
It really does.
It
though.
does.
It
does
does,
indeed.
though. How do you not like? I didn't even know this existed until Harrison sent me a link to it. And I'm sitting there like, I want to play as all of these characters. You have Beelzebub characters in there, for fuck's sakes. And like Hunter x Hunter and shit. And Rurouni Kenshin. Like, what the fuck? How did I not know about this?
I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see a versus game made out of all of the Valve characters. That would be
What,
epic,
2?
in my opinion.
So like 5
Well-
characters, yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, no,
basically
you can
all
go
the
like-
random baddies.
Well, okay, but if you think about it, you've got a couple of characters from Counter-Strike. They don't have to be like notable characters. They can just be like, person that you
What
play as
notable
in
characters are
Counter-Strike.
there in Counter-Strike?
Well,
Like,
Counter Strike.
No.
Counter Strike. Actually, you could
None,
do
of
it
course,
by
but-
you have terrorist and counter terrorist, and it could just
Yeah.
randomly pick a skin.
All right.
And
they
then
just
they'll have
shoot you.
different abilities, like counter terrorists can like I don't know.
Terrorist
Yeah, and
explodes when he dies.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a 9/11 joke, but I'm not going to.
Oh. Okay,
We
now.
actually have people
Well, I mean,
listening.
Terrorist has deep knowledge of structural integrity of buildings.
Yeah, and then like from Half-Life, you could have Dog, you could have the combine slug things, overseers.
and then you
whatever.
got Gordon Freeman, of course. You got Alex. You got G-Man. For Portal, you've got the 2 robots, Atlas and Peabody. You got Shell. You got
Go GLaDOS.
Wheatley.
Go GLaDOS.
How would
GLaDOS could
GLaDOS
not
be?
fight.
Oh, GLaDOS.
GLaDOS couldn't be a fight.
GLaDOS could fight the
Maybe
same
she could
way.
be an assist. She could be an assist.
I feel like she could be a background. Like you could fight in GLaDOS's chamber and she just keep throwing shit at you.
or like if she worked like Master Hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. But,
Like, or
meh.
alternatively, she could just be one of those characters like she can't jump, but she is
Or
like
move.
she's suspended from the roof.
Or move. Yeah.
Ah, she could slide. You could add it so she could slide around. Take some
The
artistic.
problem
I
with
don't know.
adding GLaDOS, though, the problem with adding GLaDOS, though, would be that you'd have to be in an environment that has a ceiling, and you'd have to be in a place that does not have like a high ceiling because you couldn't like
Yeah.
expand the screen. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have like part of her body floating in the middle of nowhere.
But
like I
here's
said,
the
make
thing.
make her a support.
But here's the thing,
Yeah.
though. Valve games
Yeah.
take place in so many corridors. Half-Life 2 has the most open area of any fucking game.
What are you talking about? That
Yeah.
game was only corridors.
No, Half-Life 2.
So many
Half-Life 2.
corridors.
Half-Life 2 when you're outside in City 17.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
like
well,
drive
that-
along the beach and shit.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Like-
nice.
And I guess CS, Counter-Strike, kinda counts, but there's still plenty of interior places that you're supposed to fucking actually go to.
But every map has to now be indoors with that character. Every single map in the game.
every map
No
will
exception.
be indoors anyway because Source only does fucking corridors, apparently.
Okay, hold on. First of all, why are we like there doesn't need to be any logical like ways the characters
Exactly.
will work.
Why
It's
do
a
we
fighting
need
game. No one
logic
gives a shit
here?
about that. No one gives a shit about that. Like, I shouldn't be able to like shoot through fire on my hands, fucking Mario all the time. I still
Yeah,
do.
like, well,
So,
But I mean, but in Mario, at least there's a reason for him shooting fireballs. Not.
Yeah.
or, all right, there's no reason that Snake shouldn't get hit by all of his own missiles when he's standing on top of them, but he still
Well, that's
doesn't.
just gameplay. That's just gameplay.
there's no
That's
reason.
so-
Well,
Twin
okay,
snakes.
yeah, them
There's-
just
there's
not
no
having
reason-
a ceiling
Twin
would just be like not changing
Twin
gameplay. It doesn't
snakes.
really matter, dude.
Twin snakes.
Like, it doesn't matter
Twin
at
snakes.
all.
Wait, you forgot about twin snakes, where you jump on top of the rockets.
That's fucking stupid. Okay,
But it did. happen.
you jump on top of the
It was a
rock.
Nintendo
Shut the
game.
fuck up.
It
the
happened.
fuck up.
Oh, also, if you
I'm
did
detecting
Valve, if
some
you did
strong
Valve,
feelings.
I just remembered, guys, if you did Valve Smash, you have 9 characters already because the fucking 9 mercenaries from TF2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's-
I guess.
So
Not
already,
Not to mention
already,
Saxton
That's the
Hale.
problem. You have,
Yeah,
to, you have
already
to include every single Valve character just to
already
get a,
remote
a
every
reasonable
single
roster.
major character and protagonist and antagonist, and we have reached Rawls roster.
Yeah, but I mean,
roster.
like, I don't know. I feel
And-
like
and
I
most of
feel
them
like
wouldn't
it'd be
even
kind of a weird
work.
game to play through.
And also,
be
due to the
weird,
fact
but
that
it'd be lovable.
everybody uses guns, every single character in Valve uses a gun.
Just imagine
Solid
it like as a
Snake-
massive
Solid
injustice
Snake
to
uses guns.
Deathstrokes.
Solid Snake.
But he
uses
also
guns.
punches. But he also uses CQC though. So
Samus Aran uses a gun.
Yeah.
She's a power arm.
She doesn't do hand-to-hand combat.
she's in power.
There's
but she's like
a
one
bazooka
character.
thing that you can pick up. There's the bazooka thing that you can pick up in Brawl. That it just shoots out like P missiles, or you can save them up and make a gigantic blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally wouldn't play the Valve fighting game, but I can see it working. I wouldn't like it, but other people would.
I don't think.
And even that,
Someone
like,
could
you,
do a-
you
someone
don't
could
need
do a
like
fight
you make the guns their specials.
Yeah.
Or
It would work out.
you could do a Valve combined with like major indie titles, kind of Smash game. Like
Yeah.
throw in all the main Valve characters, and then some like Braid, Limbo, like that kind of thing. I know the kid from Limbo doesn't attack. That just popped into my head, but you get where I'm going with this.
The kid from Limbo's
Yeah.
only ability is he dies.
He spawns in multiple corpses
He
that bury
dies
the
and
enemy.
makes you feel sad.
Yeah. Emotional crit.
Yeah.
Instant
It'd be
crit.
kind of like poking out of the
100%
inventory,
crit
except with
chance.
fighting.
Poker Knight of the. That'd be one of GLaDOS' attacks. She just like shoots playing cards out of her face.
Oh my god,
I'm
dude, we could
afraid
just
you've
make
been
it so
counting cards.
we could make a fighting game completely out of Mitsuo Suzuki's waifus.
My God.
All the waifus that he creates and puts in his games and then no one likes.
That'd
That's so
be the
crazy.
largest
It just
roster.
might work.
That'd be a huge roster,
That'd be the largest roster of any fighting game.
right? Every female
what the record
character in
is for that.
Final Fantasy.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
Jesus Christ!
Wait, but all of them are female characters.
I see what you
Okay.
did there.
Yeah,
Ah,
that was fair. That was fair. It hurt. That was fair.
just a little sting,
Yeah, just a little prick.
just like Titus.
Uh,
Remember
I'm still
Bart's
looking through
from,
these, like-
Remember Bart
I
from
know.
Final
I'm
Fantasy?
looking through this GDC
4?
stuff as well, and I'm like, I kind of
Oh,
don't
man.
want to talk about it because it makes me sad. Because this is the kind of, this is the industry I want to go into.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good panels here, but ooh, some of these are.
Here's one that bugs me: iOS games in a day, an iOS game in an hour.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound so good.
I think that's just like teaching you how to program for iOS games. though.
Yeah.
So.
It sounds like they're trying to teach you how to make a game in an hour, which I guess if it's not that, that's
I mean,
fine.
it worked
but
for Flappy Bird.
oh yeah, it worked for.
Uh,
I get the
I mean,
feeling he
fuck,
spent
I-
a long time on that.
He
Oh,
said
yeah,
it was. He
definitely
said it
spent
was
so
a
much
test
time.
game. He said it was a test game, so it probably was
Yeah.
like fucking an hour, and then he uploaded it.
and never
Yeah.
thought anybody was ever gonna play it. And it was like, yeah, and then everybody.
Yeah.
Because why would anyone play a game that looks nice and is addicting and has simple mechanics?
Well, because it doesn't look nice. It's all stolen.
Yeah.
He said it was all like stolen or modified sprites from Super Mario. I mean, like Super Mario World even. Because like,
Yeah.
the pipes are definitely from Super Mario World. The bird is obviously a cheap that's been modified. That's the name of the fish thing, right? The cheap.
Cheap cheaps, yeah.
Yeah, cheap. It's obviously
I
a
have no
cheap
clue.
that's been modified to look more like a bird than a fish.
And then there's the Mario pipes.
Yeah, and then there's the Mario pipes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like this actually kind of segues into something I kind of want to talk about. I got one of the best. I told Harrison about this. The best request ever, like last week. So I uploaded my Go-Go Nippon video. That was the most recent one.
Oh,
And
fucking...
at some point in it,
My next door,
I
my
was,
next door
um,
neighbor just drove by on his very loud motorcycle. I apologize, everyone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was, so I uploaded it. At some point I made a joke because Akira was just being a bitch in the train station. I was like, hey, I don't know how about Japan feels about beating women, but you're about 10 seconds away from getting DDT'd in the middle of a train station. That was just the joke. That was it. And then I got a message the next day that was like, hey, you should do more beating women jokes. They're funny.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? And then, like, 5 hours later on Twitter, I assume the same guy sent me a message on Twitter that was like, hey, man, you should do more jokes about hitting women. I think they're great. I'm like,
See,
I don't think I want my
make
channel to
that
be defined
joke.
by that.
I've made a joke about bitch slapping people. Yeah. And I get told to fucking stop. White guy does it, it's bad. Black guy does it, he gets asked to do more. The fuck
Yeah,
is
that was
up with
great.
that?
There was just one guy that was like,
Like-
yeah, do more jokes about hitting, like, 15, 16-year-old girls, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I love beating up kids. It's fucking hilarious.
That'll be my new thing. I'll be playing games that have nothing to do with it. Playing Monaco. hit that guy like I hit that 14-year-old yesterday.
I hit that bitch like Chris hit Rihanna.
Every time you appear on webcam, you should invest in like a pimp outfit, and every time you appear on webcam, be wearing it.
No. I think we all need to invest in pimp outfits. There's no reason not to own a pimp outfit.
That's true.
I need to mix all three of those gimmicks, like all three of the gimmicks now into one. In a pimp outfit. Hey, bitch better step the fuck down.
And it all comes back to Fat Albert.
Fat Albert about to smack a bitch.
Hey, you bitches better have my money.
You better have my money by Tuesday, bitch.
Is that Fat Albert gonna have to choke a bitch?
Oh my god. I want that to be someone. That needs to be your gimmick. You can do the voice way better.
He does as well. Which is funny because no offense, but you're bigger, so you should have a deeper voice.
Yeah, I don't know, my voice is more suited for doing like I can do Japanese girl accent real well.
Which I cannot do in the slightest.
I'm going to need a Fat Albert
my voice is
Japanese
way
girl
more
conversation.
Hey, He-chan, I'm a small Japanese girl.
I can't even do that.
I hope Albert will notice me.
Your fat feels so good.
Oh, Albert-sama, engulf me in your rolls.
Oh, Jesus. Why do I get the feeling that already exists?
But Albert-sama, I poop from there.
You don't.
Hey. You ain't
Albert's gonna come in the back door.
I'm going to bite down on something. I'm going in dry.
Oh my god.
So does the pimp version of Fat Albert say ho 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 instead of hey hey hey? Or does that feel too Santa Clausy?
Whoa.
Better get on this dick.
This is probably the fastest we have completely lost our topic. By the way,
What was the
This
topic?
is the best new
the
topic ever.
It is.
When I woke up this morning, I had this feeling that I would end up talking about Fat Albert and porn.
But I woke up this
you
afternoon.
know.
I had the feeling I was gonna eat some Hot Pockets.
Oh yeah, I woke up at like 4:30 because we played fucking Path of Exile until 7:30 in the morning.
we should
Jesus Christ.
we should do some Path of Exile stuff.
Yeah, we
beat the game.
we beat the entire first difficulty.
Well,
last
now
night.
you gotta go to the second difficulty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This time record
Yeah.
this shit.
I think I actually, now that I did my entire build after we logged off yesterday, I did not fuck my character's build so far. I have it set up so I can actually do like level 70 shit when I get to level 70.
I probably will not be able to do that because I have no idea what the fuck I did with my build.
Harrison is
I was
Yeah, I
doing
was telling you
stuff
about
that was
that. I was telling you about that last boss just pimp slapping
Oh
us.
my! It was just instant death.
And it was,
Pimp slapping
it
like
was
Fat
a
Albert.
two-phase boss. Okay, first phase of the boss, he has like 8 like other bosses that he spawns that you have to kill
such a-
first. Then you kill his
such a-
version.
What is this, Dark Souls?
No,
Path of
no,
Exile.
it's bullshit.
Would've
It's more
been.
bullshit.
If it was Dark
You know
Souls,
what?
people
In
would have
Dark
quit.
Souls, if you had skill, you could win without dying. In this, it doesn't matter.
like-
Doesn't matter.
It was like
One of
fighting
his
Fortune
Dark
skills-
Souls
mode.
2.
Okay,
With
one of
four
his
Dark
friends.
Souls
moves.
2, the
That's
first boss that you
friends.
face spawns like 3 others.
Okay, but yeah, okay, and then the second phase, after you kill his entire health bar, he respawns, and he does this move where the entire
instant kill.
arena makes it so you, he instant kills you if he slaps you like 2 times. But he makes
but
it
if you're
so the
outside of-
entire arena is covered in like this blood, and it makes you bleed like 300 health a second, and you have like 800
to-
health.
The only way to survive, you have to be right next to him, where he can smack you.
Yeah,
It's one of those, just like you're there. It's either A, die, or B, get fucked. Have fun.
yeah. Have fun with this one, kiddies. And he
It sounds like
spawns
a
shit
rape
while he's doing
situation.
that too. It was a rape situation, honestly. My ass still hurts.
I think we
Well,
just
you probably
kill
need a better chair.
Running game. We kept dying and
Oh my
running
God.
and putting down portals and dying
This
and
is
doing
the
cheat
best.
bits.
This is the best title ever. The programming of Gone Home: How to Succeed by Being Lazy.
I mean, I
That's
understand
true.
what
I
they mean
mean,
by that. I understand exactly what they mean when they say that.
That's
yeah,
funny, but
Gone
that's
Home:
so sad.
Success by Being Lazy.
I'm pretty sure all
I understand
success
that
comes
from
from being lazy.
That's just the programming thing. Like, generally want to be kind of lazy in a way, in a weird, not like
Well, I mean, Gone
lazy as in
Home's
like,
just straight
I don't
lazy.
want to work, but more
Everything
like,
in Gone Home is straight lazy, except like the story.
Well, just crap. I've lost the GDC page now.
oh,
I've still got
So
it up.
done.
Hang on. I'm on Chrome, so I'll just fucking the hard way that.
Whoa. Okay, here's an interesting title. Not like bad or anything, but physics for game designers. Sprinkle fluids.
What?
Yeah, physics for game
Physics?
programmers. Sprinkle fluids.
So
I
it's
don't
teaching
understand, I
you
don't
how to make
understand how that
rain.
means.
I think it's teaching you how to make rain.
That's a
Probably
pretty interesting choice for rain. I would have just said rain, but okay, sprinkle fluids.
Or maybe it's like how to make a sprinkler look correct.
Or maybe
If
it's
you
just
want to-
because. Or maybe it's just because game
How to make your
developers
Japanese
are
piss porn look
finicky
realistic.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because you know
Right,
we are.
right below it. Ironically, right below it, there's one about jujitsu and other useful survival tricks. So, I feel like most of
Wait,
this
what?
page might be Japanese crap.
Yeah.
Jujitsu? What does it have to do with anything from game development?
Yeah, I
Are
don't
they
know what
fighting?
that
Are
has
game
producer-
developers like fighting zombies?
Are they teaching you how to
Producer
make a
boot camp,
jujitsu video
communication
game?
jitsu.
Oh my god, that's why all the like a bunch of games that come out of Japan are really bad. On the way to work, they have to like do jujitsu and
Yeah.
like
Just
fucking
ninjas just
flip
jump out of
zombies
fucking.
off.
Hey, I
and
know.
shit.
I know. When I start my game development company, I'm gonna make it so every single one of my employees needs to fight me to get out of the office.
If you want
feel
to
like that would be
leave, you have
terrible
to
for
fight
productivity.
me, and you're just standing there with like a fucking club in your hand.
Not
Do it.
I'm
Come at me,
just,
bro.
like,
You wish to
Around the
leave.
offices, just hitting people. in the back.
If you wish to leave, you have
Faster!
to face me in.
You're just
If
standing
you
there
want
with
to
your
leave, you
gigantic
have to
sword.
face-
It's just like, we're gonna make an example of the
Or
combat
combat.
system now?
Oh my god, you're standing there with Guts' sword from
yes.
One-handed.
Berserk, one-handed and an arm cannon, just swinging that shit at people.
Oh my god.
Get
Yes.
back to work.
Yes.
A new guy comes in and like everyone looks at the door real quick while it's open.
Griffith!
Can I make it? Can I make it before he sees? Will I get
The guy
out?
just, slowly turn your head.
Like the boss
Just
is like this
slowly
is
turn
like
your
this
head.
super massive, like super swole dude, and he's got like this giant fucking club. He's like a troll.
Dude.
He's like a fucking troll from
What it happens just like exactly what happens is the first episode of Kill la Kill. The first scenes of the first episode of Kill la Kill.
Ah, I still
Where
haven't seen it.
Gamma just like whips the shit out of this kid and then throws him
yeah,
into the
that's
wall
like-
hard enough that he kills him.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill's one that's
Also
on my list. I
jumping-
still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Neither.
So these
Watch that
guys,
shit.
do not get them started, please, because last week I was sitting here for an hour listening to
fucking
them,
hype.
The hype
listening to them
train
talk
never
One more
about it.
stops.
episode. So.
Oh, are
one
you the
more
one friend that
episode.
doesn't watch the anime?
The hype
Oh,
train never
fuck
stops, man.
Chugga chugga, bitch.
Chugga chugga. Oh yeah, we had a we actually wanted to set up a manga part, like a small section. So you want to do that now?
Yeah,
talking about
just
Kill-
don't
anyway?
consume an entire hour.
Yeah, we're probably like 10 to 15 minutes because we only read 2 things.
All right then.
You want to start with Gaunt's or
Let's start with the worst,
Frankenstein.
so we don't have to ever talk about it
Okay,
ever again.
so Gantz, for anyone who doesn't know, do either of you guys read it? Anyone?
Mm-mm.
I read like 10 chapters, and I was like done.
Yeah,
Or
you read
16.
you read 2 chapters, dude. I read
Oh.
104.
I was like,
It's
nah,
bad.
I can't do anymore.
It's
I couldn't do anymore.
written. It feels like it's written by a 15-year-old. What it is
Or, no,
is
12. That's better.
12-year. No, I can see 15 because like maybe the 12-year-old wouldn't be like I want to see his head explode. Like I want to see a guy die. What this entire thing is like I want to see some tits. Sweet, I drew tits. I want to see a head
I
explode.
wanna-
Sweet, I drew a head exploding. I want to see some tits again.
Wow.
And okay, so your
And
character,
everybody's an
by the way, your
asshole.
main
Everybody's an
character-
asshole.
Yeah, the main character you're supposed to like is not only an asshole, he's a rapist.
Oh.
He straight up
what?
tries to.
Oh.
Okay, so this girl, like they both. The story of it is you die, and a copy of yourself gets made into this room, and now you have to go hunt aliens. And then once you're done with hunting that alien for the day, it lets you go back to your normal life.
That sounds
So one of
kind
the
of like
girls
Kingdom
comes
Hearts. A little
Yeah,
bit.
one of the girls comes in, and she slit her wrists, and she was naked because she was in the tub. So first thing that happens is some random guy that was in the room tries to rape her. She never
Because that's a
like, even
logical
after
response.
It's
Yeah, that's
logical in
logical.
Japan.
Also a dog. And a dog. And a dog, too.
Yeah, and a dog. The dog eats her out every time she spawns. That's just
Wow.
the thing. The dog does that to every female character. Yeah.
Jesus,
But,
dog.
so yeah, and then so this Yakuza guy tries to rape her. It gets stopped. She never
Why is-
mentions that she was just almost raped. She's just like,
Wait, does she
whatever.
ever think the dude? Does she ever think that one dude who actually helped her out?
No.
Or,
No,
oh,
she,
no?
she falls in love with him, but that's it.
Ah. Okay. Please.
And then they both die. But yeah.
No, of course.
so- So, like, once you get back to the real world, she can't live in the same place anymore because her main body didn't die. So, now there's two of her. So she can't live in her house with her mother anymore because the real her is still alive.
So she was like,
So
she was
goes to live with the
resuscitated.
main.
She was resuscitated.
Yeah.
Well, the logical decision here would be to kill your real self and take your place.
But then the real self,
like the island.
then the real self becomes another copy, and then the copy tries to kill you.
Well, kill the
Then
copy
you kill the
then.
copy.
then,
yeah,
then the
efficient.
copy makes
But
a copy.
the copy doesn't know how to fight. The copy knows
Does
how to
the
fight.
copy
though.
make a copy?
The real self doesn't.
Well, if
No,
every
the
time
copy
you
doesn't
die,
make
if
sense.
every time you die, you're reborn.
No, if you die in if you die after Gans reborns you, rebirths you, you can't come back. Well, you're not supposed to be able to
okay.
come back.
Oh, so you get like
wrote
two
it in so
lives. You get 2 lives, and then
Yeah.
you're done.
You get 2 chances, and so what ends up
Assuming
happening is that she goes and lives with the main character, right? Guess what the first thing the main character does is?
Raper.
No,
Paper?
no. The first thing he does is sprint down the street to go buy condoms because he thinks he's getting fucked tonight.
Oh shit!
And
Well,
then
he's
when
just
he
getting
comes
protection.
back, yeah, when he comes back, he's
Plus
like,
2 armor.
she doesn't seem like she wants to fuck. Should I just force her? I'm like, okay, I don't like this character already. And then he starts
Yeah.
giving her a back rub that evolves into him
Oh.
full on grabbing her tits and squeezing
And then
them.
laughing.
And then they,
laughing
yeah, and then
maniacally.
laughing.
That was weird as fuck. That was weird as
Yeah.
fuck.
What?
It's
Why?
like this character is such a huge piece of shit. It's just why? Because he wanted to touch some titties. That's why. That was the reasoning. He wanted to touch some titties.
Why?
Yeah. And it gets worse from there. It just keeps getting worse. Like every
Ow.
time. Okay, so after he tries to rape her the 3rd time, she decides it's time to move out.
The third time?
The 3rd time.
Three?
Attempt
Three?
number 3. Yeah. Attempt number 3. She decides it's time to move out. So now he's all butthurt. And a new chick
Whoa,
spawns.
she stays
So-
there? She stays there
Yeah,
after
she
getting
stays
raped
there for,
3
like-
times.
Well, twice it was like, first time, I think he stopped after like one quick like brush across a tit, and she was like, "Get the fuck off me." Second time, full on grope. 3rd time, tries to finger her, and then she's like, "All right, I need to leave." So he's all butthurt.
Like,
now.
really? That to be like
And
one
now
of the
this
most.
new
What
chick-
was your first clue?
Yeah, this new chick spawns in, and he's like, "Okay, want fuck?" And she says yes.
Oh my god.
They fuck. And then, like, after that, like, they're supposed to be all, like, they're fighting through this shit. And she's like, wow, this guy's actually a badass. Because, you know what? In this world, like, in the fighting world, that guy is a fucking badass. The main character. He takes
course he
down
is. That's why he's the
3
main character.
giant statues by himself. Like, statues that are
Because-
2 stories tall with giant spears. He just runs
Well, I mean,
up
they're
and starts
statues. They're
ripping
not
heads-
doing a whole lot of moving.
That's
Oh no,
true.
they were super fast, super strong statues too.
Oh well,
Like,
I mean, should have
They
said
moved
that
it
then.
like I think they quoted it like 75 miles an hour.
Oh, all
I'm
right
like,
then.
So
I'm
yeah,
just thinking,
he's like
it's not a challenge to destroy a statue. You just get a hammer and a chisel. Should have specified.
yeah, he sprints
I'll
up
be right
them and
back.
starts like ripping their throats out by himself and shit. So he's a badass character, and the chick's like, okay,
Okay,
I
why-
want to fuck.
Again, why does a statue have a throat?
I don't know, dude.
Because of
they need to
reasons,
kill it
okay?
somehow.
It's
Yeah,
Japan.
they need to kill it somehow.
Japan's got some weird ass statues. Then
Well, actually, they're all supposed to be aliens. They're disguised
Okay.
as disguised as like normal people or like normal shit you see.
okay, see that makes sense. Ish.
Ish.
To
Yeah.
the extent that aliens in statue form can make sense.
Yeah.
The weeping angels say
So after
hi.
So yeah, and then after that, after the whole hey, maybe this guy's cool. It's like, hey, we'll go on a date. He's like, okay, whatever. And then as later in the thing, he has his arm and leg cut off, so he can't fight anymore. She dies protecting him. As she's dying, asked if he actually liked her and wanted to go on a date. And he was like, nah, just wanted to fuck. I'm like,
Your
oh my
hero,
god,
ladies and gentlemen.
your hero. And then I stopped reading after that because I was just disgusted.
Wow.
Do you have anything to add to that, Harrison? That bullshit?
Huh? Yeah, that was a. No, not really. There's nothing else.
Oh, yeah, and then there's a
There-
character that you really like because he's a great guy, right?
Yeah, that,
Has a little
cool. His
brother, he's
friend.
taking care of him. Yeah. He has a little brother, he's taking care of him and everything while he's going to school and working. He's a great guy.
He's friendly.
He
He
dies
stopped the
protecting
rape.
the main character. He dies protecting the rapist.
I mean, it could be worse. They could have made him into a douchebag, like they did with Suzaku.
Well, I
and
mean, his
Code
first
Geass.
action is trying to save a homeless man from getting hit by a train, which of course got his head off.
His second action is stopping
Is
a girl
stopping a
from
rape.
being raped. His third action is stopping his friend from having his head stomped. Like,
How has he always managed to be in the right place at the right time?
Because he's following
Well,
his
they're all-
rape sense.
well, okay, so on the train station, that's where both the main character and him die because they're trying to get this
Yeah.
homeless guy off the train, and no one will help them get
It is-
back up, so they die.
Well, the main character didn't actually want to go out there and help him.
Well, yeah, he just went in because his friend.
He was like, "Hey, dude, help me out." He's like, "Fuck, I gotta go help him now." God damn
Yeah,
it. He was.
yeah. So
It was, you know.
So
that.
that's how he
At least-
saved that. And then, like, he heard the chick in the other room scream no. No one else, when he even bothered to look over at the door, and he was like, fuck, am I going to be the one that has to go stop someone from getting raped? So he goes and does that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
And then we read Frankenfran.
Frankenfran. You mentioned this before. What's Frankenfran's deal?
What
You
is
should
that?
explain
Yeah.
this one while I fix my headset real quick, Harrison. Or not.
Oh
Yeah.
god damn it,
Okay.
Harrison.
Wait, what?
I'll
Sorry.
Yeah, can you explain this? Explain Frankenfran while I fix my headset.
Sure. All right. So Frank and Fran, it's about main character Fran Madraki. She is a artificial. She was made by this doctor, right? She was made by this doctor, and she's also a doctor, and she's insane. And okay,
Yeah.
maybe not insane. Maybe insane is not a bad word.
It's good.
She's a mad scientist, basically. And her thing is, she always had to save a life, but she doesn't really care about like how she saves it. So she'll save your life, but it'll be like you're left in a whole "please kill me now" state, basically. One of those brain like,
Just like, you live, but you're not gonna be happy that you did.
oh no.
Oh.
The first few volumes are really dark. Some afterwards have good
Some of
like, not like sad endings.
Like
But
a
like in the
few.
first volume, there's this one where this
Oh,
fat guy
remember the-
is like really in love with this chick, right? And she's just always talking shit
my-
to him
And then
until
she gets
she gets hit by a bus, and he saves her life, but now she's
And
a larva.
it's her bus. It's actually It was actually Fran's bus too. But he
Oh,
was
it
like,
was?
please save
Nice.
her. Yeah, it was Fran's bus. It was because remember, Julie, that's
Okay.
how they get around and stuff. He was like, please save her.
Okay.
I'll pay for. No, did he pay for it or did he? Because she
No,
always makes
she did
people
it for
pay
free
because
because
she's
She only
Oh, yeah,
does
but
it
she
for
did
free
experiment.
if
if
it's
you let her do
to
an
save
experiment.
love.
Yeah, and you let her
If
do an
it's-
experiment on the side.
Well, yeah, you have to. She doesn't do anything that's not an experiment. So
Well, sometimes.
she
Remember she
doesn't.
fixed that dude's
Even
hands.
her-
Remember
Yeah.
the little brother? That one she did for free, and she made him
Well-
superhuman. Well, of course she
yeah,
didn't
and
make
she
him
made him superhuman. That's an experiment. So yeah,
I mean, that
Well,
sounds
she's
like a pretty good experiment.
so her body's gone, destroyed. So
So
Fran devises this way that if she turns her into like a larva, her body will regenerate over time.
right.
And like the
it's
dude,
like
even while she's a
it's-
larva, like helps her through it all. So she ends up falling in love with him. That's great, right?
And
At
it's like
the
a
end,
happy ass ending. She
yeah,
turns
at
into
the
a giant
end,
fucking
they're
mantis and
about
eats
to
him.
fuck. She turns into a mantis because mantises eat people after they fuck. They
Oh,
eat their
okay.
The
Yeah,
end.
and
And that's how it is.
and it turns out her DNA was fused with a mantis's. So
And it just manifests at that point.
Yep.
yeah,
The end.
Wow.
And
The
also,
end.
and it ends with Fran like, I wonder how that turned out. Like, oh yeah, they got eaten alive.
yeah.
Basically, that's what happened. Yes.
And
Well,
then,
you know,
I'm
like,
just
fuck.
imagining. I'm just imagining that scene. They're laying in bed together. She's like, "Oh, that was great." The guy's like, "Yeah, you want a cigarette?" She says, "Nah, I want you." And he says, "Oh, round two." And she says, "No, I'm going to
Nom
eat
nom
you now."
nom nom.
it was,
Devour your head.
that was pretty much
But
it. Except
sometimes-
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
More
except there's like,
terrifying.
it wasn't. I don't even think they got to fuck. I think it was like as soon as she got horny, they like it. She turned into Mantis Beast and ate his head.
So you know,
So
like Rick
that's-
and Morty, basically.
That's a terrible affliction.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
So it is kind of wrong because you don't really Mantises eating their lover. That's because they're in captivity. They don't do that in the wild.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was still-
The more you
it was still
know.
really weird.
It turned into some type
What-
of bug that ate
So
their.
wait. What happens after she comes back to her senses?
Oh, you don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna be terrified.
She's probably gonna be terrified.
Is there just
Like,
this moment of like, fuck, I've got to hide
she's
the
probably
body
gonna roll
now?
up to Fran and be like, "What the fuck?" You just never like with Frank and Fran. None of these things are like they don't really link to each other unless like she made like the writer made one that like was just a continuation of one. It's all separate
Yeah.
instances.
Mm.
And there's a
But it's
bunch
all
of really good shit, but a lot of it's really
But there's-
weird.
Yeah, there's some that are like really kind of like, oh, that's a nice ending. Oh, remember the one with the her sister's friend who got raped and murdered?
Oh yeah, yeah. So her sister's friend gets is like getting pretty much gang
sister is,
by the entire city.
And raped.
The
So then
entire
it
city.
turned- yeah, I'm not even
Yeah,
joking.
pretty much.
Like well, you find out this because her sister, she's an assassin. She has like a bunch of blades in her and poison and shit.
Yeah.
So she's not good with people because she like tries to kill them. She'll be like, if she's violent, let's just say that.
Basically.
So yeah, she has this one friend, and then she gets killed, and she tries to find out the murderer, and she asked their other sister, who's a cannibal monster person.
She's not a cannibal. She just likes to kill things.
She eats people. She ate that dude's head off.
Well, yeah,
And
but
her.
she
Well,
doesn't
that's
kill
the
people.
praying mantis thing. That's
She
not
does it to
cannibalism.
And
kill
she-
people.
And she also ate Veronica, and she also ate her sister
And-
at one time.
I
And
gotta
plus-
wonder though, which is worse? Which is worse, a murderer or a cannibal? Because I feel like if you're a murderer, you're killing for
Well,
no reason. But
she's
if
a-
you're a cannibal, at least you're doing something with the body.
Well,
no,
no,
she-
she does it for no reason. she just
She does it because she
So
wants
she's
the
worse than a
money.
cannibal.
yeah. Oh yeah, she also like tells people how to rape people.
Oh, okay, Japan. More rape. More rape, Japan. Well done.
She's like one of those. She's one of those
I mean,
characters
it's
like.
Japan.
no,
Are we
like,
surprised?
She throws out some real talk though when she's supposed to be a substitute teacher. If she's like,
I don't know
this
why
girl
he
comes
thought
up and
she
she's
was a
like,
s-
my grades aren't very good, and I don't know what to do about my future. And she's like, start sucking dick. She was like,
Wow.
yeah, your grades are awful. You're not getting into a university. Find someone with money and fuck him until you're pregnant. Once you're pregnant, he has to stay with you.
Seems legitimate enough.
Jesus.
I guess.
Like, yeah, she becomes like a very popular teacher, even though she's known like a known criminal / cannibal,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
Sounds like
So
advice on
it, pretty much the
Cosmopolitan.
storyline that we were talking about was this this girl was being sold off by her principal for some reason. Like they never said why she accepted this, but she was being sold off to her principal to people in the government, police officers. So like half the entire city
This it.
ends up getting
Yeah.
like this advanced form of syphilis that Fran created for her because she wanted to kill all the
Yeah.
people that raped her.
So that's
So
how it is.
yeah, so
Wow.
she killed like half the city in one. She killed
Actually, now
half
that I
the
think
city
about
in a day.
Every story with Veronica has a very fucked up ending. Remember the first time when she got sent off to that school that she kept
Yeah,
killing those people,
yeah,
and then she almost got sold to pedophiles.
yeah.
I
Veronica
don't
doesn't
think there's
get
ever
circles.
been. I don't think there's ever been a character with the name Veronica that's been lucky.
No, it's like
No.
Veronica's a cursed name, really.
Really?
Okay. Here, by the way, here's the best. Like, here's the best example of what Gaunt's is. This is the chapters. This is their fucking cover,
Yeah,
dude.
that.
This is their cover.
No,
I'm
for everybody
gonna-
can't see
I'm
it.
gonna
It's just a bunch of
Oh,
Let
no,
me
I
just-
can't
don't
put
Don't
that.
put that on stream.
I
Do
can't
not
put that on stream. I can't put that on stream.
Oh Jesus Christ,
it's
dude!
just naked.
No, I can't. I physically cannot put this on stream because it's going
Yeah,
on
don't
YouTube
put that on
tomorrow.
stream.
Yeah. Can you describe it to our viewers? Because descriptions are fine.
Like 15 or 20 poses of a girl naked.
And she's got her tig old bitties out.
Yeah,
Ever
and
seen
then
Neon
go to
Genesis
page like
Evangelion?
14 and yeah, go to
It's
page
basically
15
that
and
scene
you can
from NGE with Ray.
yeah. So people who don't have their screens on stream, go to page
Here, I just
15 of
put
what
a-
I just linked.
Oh, I did that
I've
already.
got my
Okay.
my laptop here, so like I'm running. I'm looking at it now. It's fucked up. It's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, page 15 is so fucked. Him just laughing maniacally as he's holding up her tits.
Wow.
Japan.
Best part is he
Yep.
gets transported into the room as he's holding her tits because they got frozen like that. So like as he's getting transported in the room, he's like, "Oh shit,
Beautiful.
my friend doesn't like rape too much."
just not that much. He's not a fan per se.
Not a fan of rape.
No, one's a fan of rape because that's if you're a
Except
fan of
rapists.
rape, it's not rape. Or unless you're the
If
rapist.
you're, I mean, if you're a fan of rape and
you-
you're a rapist, it's still rape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're a fan of rape and you just like to watch it happen, it's still
Still rape.
Yeah.
You're still weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that Phil Collins song where he watched a man drown. I mean, you're still kind of letting a man drown. He watched a
Yeah.
man let a man drown. Like you're letting him drown too. You could help unless you're like 1,000
Oh,
miles
shit,
away
I've
with a
heard-
sniper scope.
I haven't heard a Phil Collins song in so long.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
So,
Yeah.
Isn't he dead?
No,
No, I don't think
I
so.
thought he was dead.
I'll tell you
No.
who is dead though. Nobody noticed. Tom Clancy passed away
noticed.
earlier.
what?
I
I
noticed.
noticed.
Tom
I-
Clancy's
noticed.
dead?
Yeah, dude, he died.
Yeah,
like,
half a year.
Yeah,
like,
he
what,
died,
Like,
and it
like
got
last
like
week?
one post on Reddit. Nobody commented.
I know.
I didn't know he died.
Well, that's because on Reddit, everyone seems to think Tom Clancy was like a right-wing nutjob.
Also,
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't read
Even though
anything.
Even after he
he
had
was-
such great games.
Yeah.
Like,
and, well,
I mean, I know he
read
didn't
his
make them.
books. Read his books, man. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I haven't read anything that he wrote past like.
Read the
Rainbow
ones he
Six.
actually wrote, not the ones that just with his name on
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like the ones that people wrote for him do kind of
Yeah.
paint him as a right-wing extremist because he did write in a way that made the U.S. government seem extremely powerful, but that was because he was using it to criticize the U.S. government. But then the
Yeah.
people who wrote the shit for him didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. I think
even
the last
if it's
book that
just,
I read by Tom
even if it's
Clancy was
just in
Hunt for
support of that.
October.
Yeah.
I think even if it's just in support of the political side of conservatism, like if you just favor smaller government or whatever it is, the political view of it is, like that's not right-wing extremism. That's just it's a political view. Right-wing extremism is
yeah.
like adopting all of the policies of right-wing. That's just one
Yeah.
side of it. I don't even care about that.
People are
Well, it's
dumb.
also Reddit. Reddit is very, very
Stupid.
extremist in of itself. Let's say.
Yeah.
Reddit's left-wing extreme, basically.
And the thing is, when you have left wing and left wing and right wing, there's really no that like the way that's phrased means that there's no middle ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Like who are you gonna be? You're gonna be the fucking the talon, the bird's tits. What are you gonna be? The drumstick? But even then, you got a left drumstick and a right drumstick.
Be the donkey and the elephant hybrid.
Yes, and this is what it sounds like. Kill me! Kill me!
Except it doesn't really make a sound because no one hears it.
Oh my god. God. It's just so bad.
It's a shame the independents never really get anywhere because they don't have money for the parties. Like, I would vote for an independent president.
Gary Johnson 2016.
Yeah, we can only dream.
The only way, oh shit, we're going into politics. Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Let's
The
steer
only way
back to
for-
Fat
the
Albert,
only way
Japan.
for- The only way for an independent to win would be if they started winning swing
Voting
states.
for president.
Oh, fun. Okay, my mic was unplugged. So I'm going to put forward that we should all switch to my political party of the proletariat.
The proletariat.
I would. Okay.
Yeah.
What is?
I had to come up with a political party that sounded good for pretty much it would sound good to idiots, but is like just really stupid for my poli-sci class. And I came up with the proletariat,
What
who's
What are your stance? What's your stance? Something.
okay, save water, drink beer. And
Go on.
I brought up the points like,
I can
so
vouch
have
for
you ever
that.
heard of a beer shortage in Africa? No,
That's true.
they have a water
Nope.
shortage.
No.
If we just drank beer, there would be no dehydration problems.
As an
No
alcoholic,
wine.
I must say that you have my vote.
And then, if everyone was drunk, no one would be driving cars, and we'd save the environment.
And there'd either be no wars
True
or
that,
all of the
though.
wars.
There'd be no wars or all of the really badly planned wars.
Here's the
Yo,
here's the
We're
only
gonna
problem.
walk
Mexico.
straight the fuck through all of Europe. Let's do
Here's the
it.
problem with the
We
save
going
water
after
drink beer
Mexico,
policy.
yo.
though.
They got that
We'd have to
tequila.
ban Bud Light.
Fuck,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
we
well, I
already
mean
said
real
that.
beer.
Well,
Yeah.
well, see if you
I'm
guys,
not-
if America replaced the drinking water with beer, Europe would start sending our better alcohols over to you guys.
I think German would become our national language if that happened.
German's like almost been America's national language like 5 fucking times in the past, so it's gonna
Really?
happen eventually. Yeah. The last vote was actually in 1913, and then World War I happened.
Wait, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I zoned down.
We were talking about German. Fuck, I forgot your name. Nick.
Yes.
He asked. He didn't know that German was almost the United States' national language about 5 times in a row.
Who wasn't? Nobody.
It
here-
was. Each time a vote was
was.
held, and each time
It got real close.
Each
both
time it got really
times.
close, except for the final time there was a vote held, and it was when, right before Germany and World War I and all that happened in 1913.
Fuck German. We're speaking
It
American
got really
here.
close.
Let's see.
Like,
Vote.
Yeah. Like, literally,
But
they
yeah,
were just
back to my-
about to turn the language to German, and then Germany was like, "We shall take over the world!"
and back to my point about the proletariat and the beer. I
Shall
also
we
put down
switch to
there
German? Nein.
that no beer can be sold that's under 15%.
What the fuck? That's
okay.
like most of the beers in the United States. Oh, wait, I hate beer.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
most
all
of
you
the
now all
United-
you need to do is lower your drinking age to something that makes sense.
Yeah, 18.
16.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust a
Well,
16
that's pushing it.
Yeah.
handle.
I know.
That's
I
the,
wouldn't
that's the
16-year-olds.
drinking age.
They're
That's the
stupid.
drinking age in most of Europe, and it works. The drinking age is only
Yeah.
the
This
drinking.
ain't
Yeah.
Europe, motherfucker.
The
drink-
problem with that though is that they're used to it. We would have to phase it in slowly.
Yeah, phase it in
Yeah,
slowly. Like slowly drop it down.
Yeah, if we just dropped it to 16, we'd be like, there'd be so many dead teenagers. So
But
many.
then
Yeah.
again, most of your teenagers are stupid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's the
think of
point.
it as culling the weak.
But all teenagers are stupid.
Yeah.
That's why you're a
Hey,
teenager.
as
They're just
someone,
stupid
as
in
someone
diff-
who used
they're
to be,
just
as
stupid
someone who
in
used to
different
be a
ways.
teenager, I take
Yeah, Bill
offense
Gates
to that.
Bill Gates didn't jump out the womb fucking saying, "Yo, bro, I'm about to get that billion."
No, Bill Gates jumped out the womb and was like, "Ew, a vagina! I'm not going back to that until I've made a computer."
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
basically
And then I'm
what
gonna
happened.
drop out of college. Yeah. And make
I've
a
actually
bunch
had
of
an
fucking
English
money
teacher
anyway.
who was
Yeah.
a hippie back in the 60s. He used to live in a commune and drop acid like on a weekly basis, and now he's just this shriveled old man that teaches English to 11th graders.
I bet he has the most fucking rad stories.
Yeah.
Is he
The-
not?
we-
Really shitty.
No joke. In my high school, we actually had a math teacher named Mr. Seligman, who was this short, like 4'11" man. Okay, he's got a belly like out to past where his shoulders would compare to his feet, and he's completely bald. He's short. He doesn't look like he does anything. He's the most boring man ever and does the Buddha like pose like all the time when he's talking to you. But apparently he was the most badass person you'd ever meet in his youth, okay? His son came to class one time and talked to the class and said, "Dad, tell him about the nunchuck story." And he says, "Oh yeah, my embarrassing youth." And everybody's just looking around like, what? Our math teacher had nunchucks at one point? So apparently he was raised in Britain, moved to Germany, and throughout this time he didn't speak a word of German. Learned it all in a week just to go out with this girl who spoke not a lick of English, but spoke only German. Learned the language in a week.
Dipping.
Now, not just that, he learned how to ride a motorcycle, wield nunchucks, and a sword, and challenged the girlfriend's boyfriend to a duel in the woods where he beat the guy with nunchucks and rode away into the sunset.
It's the fucking story I've ever heard.
That's the greatest fucking story I've ever heard.
That there's no way that happened.
That has to have
There's
It
happened.
no way
happened.
that
It happened. Not only that,
no one
he
accepts
smuggled.
a challenge to come out to the woods to fight. That's stupid.
He
as
did because he
shit.
had nunchucks. He also had dual shotguns. Not a lie.
You
Okay.
fucking use dual.
What?
Okay, you can't even use dual shotguns. Like,
No, you'd break your shoulders at that point.
Yeah, no.
It depends how big
He
you
didn't
are.
use
It
them. He
depends-
just had them.
It depends how big you are.
Yeah, maybe if you're like
okay,
Andre
you're
the
Rock.
fucking Giant, you might not break
You're the-
your shoulders the
Or if
first
you're-
time
or
you
if
fire
you're
it.
Arnold. If you're Arnold.
Yeah, you
Give
won't
me-
break your shoulders the first time you fucking fire. Actually, Andre the Giant was
Maybe-
way bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude.
I know,
Well,
but like
yeah, I know, but
muscular-
Arnold,
muscular
Arnold
vibe,
could probably do
muscular.
it, or at least Arnold in his prime could.
Yeah, but not to mention
Maybe
this same
you could
man,
fire it once before you
this
snap your
same
shoulder.
man actually smuggled a cherry bomb through the airport with his brother and set it off on top of a very famous church somewhere.
The St.
No
Peter
fucking
Basilica.
way.
Well, I mean,
Like-
I
Oh wait, you
pooped
probably
behind
died.
the
You probably
church,
they probably the same.
so I did that too. No, like,
Oh,
Go
also,
chill in the
yeah.
church.
it's
I
not,
swear
it's
to God,
honestly
this
not
dude's
too hard
the
to
most
fuck with churches.
Yeah, but I swear to God, this guy's the most interesting man I've ever met in my life. He's worked for Apple, HP. He knew Steve Jobs personally and cried when he died.
Wait, why would you?
Like,
If
this-
you knew Steve Jobs personally, why would you cry when he died?
probably
You'd be
wouldn't cry when he
celebrating. You'd be
died.
celebrating and dancing on his grave. Steve Jobs was the cunt.
Well, I mean, apparently he wasn't back
He was
in
a
the
good
day.
cunt.
He
No,
was a smart.
back in the day he was fucking kicked out of his own company for being a cunt.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was
Yeah.
before then. This dude's like, I don't know, mid-50s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can honestly see like before Steve Jobs got a bunch of money behind him not being a cunt. So
Maybe
Yeah.
actually, maybe he cried because he didn't get to kill him off.
Actually,
I
we've
swore
heard-
I'd be the
we've heard
one who
theories.
ended you.
I've
Jobs.
heard-
You win this round, Jobs. I'll meet you
actually-
in the afterlife.
Oh my god.
I've heard theories
kills
that he
himself.
actually
Oh,
cried
he's
because he
probably
lost so much
Jobs.
money. This guy's actually had a horrible financial history because he had like millions, and then the stock market crashed, and then he had to actually work as a teacher. That's like
yeah. He invested poorly.
Yeah.
that is that. He still has enough money to go off and do things. Like we talk to him every now and then. He's done 79 successful skydives.
Nice.
He's gone bungee jumping
Skydiving
in
is cheap
Kenya.
there.
Like it's crazy. He's
Or as they
I
call
don't even understand.
or as they
79
call
by
bun-
him-
or as they call
Wait,
bungee
so-
jumping in Kenya, jumping upside down.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
was
didn't
wrong.
get that joke? Fuck it, I'm not
I got the
explaining
joke.
I
It was
get
just
it, that
wrong
wasn't
and
funny.
stupid.
Fuck
Just
you.
nasty.
Fuck you.
It was
That's
that
why
bad.
it wasn't funny, man.
Whatever.
That was the lightning returns of jokes.
Well, see, now I've brought us all down. I've killed the buzz. Killed
You
the
brought it
buzz.
back. You brought it back. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Ninja math
We were
teachers.
talking about
apparently.
ninja math teachers. We somehow got there from GDC and a manga
okay,
and a manga thing.
Does anyone else have a different topic besides GDC? Because I'm real tired. of
Oh,
looking
we
through
gotta talk
these.
about the end of what's it called? Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. Let's talk
yeah.
about Ground Zeroes. Let's talk about Ground Zeroes.
Oh,
Did
okay,
you-
yeah, I can talk about
that
Ground
was-
Zeroes. Fuck that game.
That was the worst.
That was a $30 advertisement.
Did you see that ending? That was some of
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah,
writing
I played through all of it.
And
It's
what I
awful.
don't get is why the
It was-
fuck are reviewers being so kind to it? I don't get
Because
it.
Kojima.
Well, okay. The thing is, it had all these aspects that would have been a great game, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. It wasn't a game.
Well, I mean, the full
but
game.
you know what?
Soon.
The new Metal Gear Solid game coming out, I'm fucking hyped for it.
Yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be fucking amazing.
Ground
Like,
Zero
but
just,
like, okay, look, I watched
That
I watched
demo.
Polaris's review, right? I watched Polaris's review of it, and
I won't think about it.
the way they were going about it, they were talking as if it was like fucking a stealth action Far Cry 3 with Solid Snake in it. But then I go
No, it's
around and
not.
I actually like listen to people who've actually fucking played it, and it's a fucking, what is it, like, how many hours is it?
Hour and a
It's
half.
30 minutes.
It's an hour. It's an,
You can beat it. People have beaten it in 8 minutes.
yeah,
with an S
okay,
rank.
so it's a
yeah, you can. Okay, so to properly do it, it's an hour and a half.
Okay, so it's an
About.
hour and a half. It's an hour and a half demo. It's an hour and a half fucking demo. Like what?
For
what the
$30.
fuck?
Well, I mean, for a demo, that's okay, but when you say $30, it's like, oh, wait.
Yeah,
what?
like
Yeah.
for 30.
You know what?
For $30.
If it was
Hey, man, at
5 or
least it
10
wasn't
bucks, I
60.
wouldn't be angry at all. 5 or 10 bucks.
That's
I'd
what
be
people are
happy
saying
with
about
that.
the new Thief.
With Thief,
what
Thief,
are they
Thief,
saying
Thief
about
about it.
Thief?
The new Thief's a full game though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, what? Who
It's
said that?
it's a shitty game. It's a shitty game, and like
but it's a game.
it's a game. Yeah.
Thief's not shitty. It's like if it were cheaper, it'd be great. You know.
Yeah, if it were cheaper, it would be like.
Well, I mean,
go watch
no,
my
I don't think
review
so.
of it.
I don't
go
think
go
so.
go
I
watch
think
my.
if it was cheaper, would have. It's still technically a $60 game. It's just
Yeah.
not good. It's not the length. I don't know.
Dude,
Length.
go
It's
go
just-
watch
it's
go
not
watch
good.
my review of Thief 4, and you'll see why it's a terrible game.
There is no Thief 4.
I'm gonna call
You
it
know,
Thief
I'm not-
fucking 4 because there's already a Thief 1, and it is good.
Well, technically, the first Thief is called Thief Dark Project. There is no Thief 1.
There is no
Fuck
Thief.
off.
He is correct though. He is correct.
Well, there was no
I
Halo
don't think-
1
Like
either.
no one.
There was
Here's
no
the thing:
Halo 1
no one
either. There's
names
Halo
a
Combat
game
Evolved.
one. Like nobody's
Yeah.
gonna put 1 in a game's title because you don't. Okay, some people
but I
plan
mean,
on having sequels, but like
I know,
it
but
just
there is
sounds stupid.
There was no game ever called just Thief. At least in that franchise, it was Thief Dark Project
Yeah.
and Thief
All right,
Gold,
that's
which is
fair.
what I have on Steam. But there was no Thief. It wasn't just called that.
Yeah, back to Metal Gear here.
Oh,
I mean, the only cool part about that entire thing was Big Boss showing up in the post credits.
yeah, because Big Boss is fucking.
Because you're like, oh shit, Big Boss is in camp. Oh shit, what's going down?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
That's
play as Big Boss in the game.
Yeah, but it's just
Oh,
it's
you're
cool
playing.
as him
Oh,
showing up.
I completely fucking forgot you're
No,
playing as
it's
Big
cool.
Boss.
Like, yeah, I don't care about the rest of the game though. Is my point. I care about the
But
part
what
that's
if
gonna
you say that
matter
Big Boss
to.
showed up like,
I'm talking about the point that matters to Phantom Pain because none of the rest does.
yeah. That
Nothing else
that was so stupid.
It was
It was
stupid.
so.
It's so
It
stupid.
was just like, let's do shock value. Just do shock value. That
yeah.
was literally all it was.
Yeah.
And also, it wasn't gameplay.
It could only have gotten better if they'd had rules of nation or rules of nature, whatever the fuck that song.
What they
is
should have
called.
done. No, they should have done the attack on Mother Base as gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what should have happened.
Oh yeah, that should. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, there's pretty much no gameplay to it. And I was talking about you've played it, right?
Yeah.
So did you
Yeah.
do any of the side missions?
Well, I just played that.
Because people are
for-
posting the
so I
side
haven't
missions.
done- I haven't done the side mission.
They're like,
I
oh
just
well, it
played it.
adds like 6 hours to the game. You know what the side missions are, dude? It's assassinate this guy, take item
Oh,
X, and
yeah,
put it in
that's
place
right.
Y.
Let me ask. Like, what does the assassination entail? Because there can be fun assassination missions.
You sneak up and you shoot him.
It's like think of a hitman.
You just kill him real quick.
So it's like the original Assassin's Creed "Go kill this guy" kind of thing.
Except
they
for
tell you
fun.
where he is.
And the thing is, I liked the first Assassin's Creed, and we have had this point of contention, and
yeah.
even I think that's bullshit.
I'm not talking about like. I'm not talking about the main assassination target. I'm talking about like the dudes
side-
that are
yeah,
the
the side
informants.
Oh yeah, it's just like that. It's exactly like that. Except
I
it's
even
way
admitted,
less fun.
I even admitted those side missions were a weakness, but like fucking, at least there was a little bit of variation.
See, the worst thing about the first Assassin's Creed was like the unoriginality of the missions for one, and those side missions where you had to go collect the fucking flags in a certain amount of time. That pissed me the fuck off.
I never did the flag missions. Fuck that.
Pickpocket or follow, which I don't like. I like how they brought back some of the follow mission for Assassin's Creed 4. It's like, let's think of what were the worst parts.
The follow mission was the worst.
I hate the stalking missions. They're in every Assassin's Creed game too.
Yeah, the follow mission was the absolute weakest thing. But
they were so many in SC4.
So many. They should have gotten rid of. They shouldn't have brought back follow. What they should have done is they should have brought back the pickpocketing mission, and made it better.
That one was easy. That one was easy.
Yeah, they could have done that.
They should have brought back the pickpocketing mission.
Nice.
Like in the pickpocketing mission in the first. Like, let me like describe it in the just so people remember. In the first Assassin's Creed, literally the pickpocketing mission was you hold on the Xbox, you hold B. Yeah, to Altair puts out his hand, and you keep walking until your hand touches their butt, and then you have the item. With the improvements in the engine, and stealth technology and all that stuff, what they could have done is make it so if the guy turns his head around, you've got your hand out, yeah, you fail, and like actually have it have some sort of nuance to it, yeah. Instead, they bring back fucking follow missions. It's terrible. Absolutely
yeah, that's
terrible.
pretty shitty.
Yeah, I mean, like, the problem is with Assassin's Creed games is they get pumped out in a year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
when you pump a game out in a year, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, they need to.
I don't like games
they
that
need,
pump out every year.
They need a time.
Assassin's Creed 2 was definitely great.
I like Assassin's Creed 2 a lot. I like Black Flag because I like pirate missions. I like the pirate shit. I don't like any of the Assassin's Creed parts of that game, though.
Well, I still like free running. Free running is still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
if you want free running, guys.
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. That's still coming out this year, right? That's still coming out this year.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah.
Not this year, I don't think. They haven't given out a release date.
I think
I don't think so.
Isn't it Q4 of 2014?
Uh-huh.
But they're still making. They have so many games. It's DICE, remember?
Yeah.
So they're still working on Battlefield 4 and Battlefront 3.
If Battlefront gets delayed, I'm gonna flip a bitch because I've been waiting for that game for so long. I know it's gonna get.
Remember, they stopped.
It's gonna get like 2 years of delays, and I know it.
I know because they stopped making stuff after they were trying to still fix fucking Battlefield 4, which was a terrible release.
Yeah, I played that. I played it on a friend's PS4. It was a fucking mess, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a lot better now, though.
Yeah, what I don't get is the main strength of Battlefield was. Sorry, pardon me. That's an entire day of con food coming back up. The thing with Battlefield is that it's longevity. Like its servers stay up for fucking ever. But meanwhile, Call of Duty, the next one comes out, and like 2 games later, the servers are shut down. Yeah,
Call of Duty 4 servers
meanwhile, there are still Battlefield 1942 servers hanging about. Like
that's because Battlefield 1942 is a classic game. It's the best game ever.
That's also
true.
I was just thinking back the furthest Battlefield game I could think of that still had servers. But then Battlefield
I love
4,
that game.
Battlefield 4, they try and do the whole yearly release thing, when Battlefield 3 is still popular as shit. And they basically release the exact same game. Not really.
So you're saying if they just like waited these two?
If they'd waited, if they'd started working on it, if they started working on it on the exact same time, and then they just kept working on it until maybe 2015, right?
I don't know. See, because my problem with Battlefield 4 is my problem with Battlefield 4 is that it
It
feels
worked.
like one of those games that just doesn't have a feel to it. Like, not even that it didn't work, it just didn't feel like a
didn't have
game.
a
It
soul.
didn't feel
Exactly,
like
because it was rushed. Because
It's
it was
just
rushed.
like it's
It
just
was
like
definitely
Elder Scrolls
rushed.
Online in my experience.
Yeah,
Oh,
that game
man.
feels soulless as shit to me, dude. It's just like
Yeah, you beat
It just
yeah,
feels like
I
an
remember that
MMO
beta.
play.
It's like, yeah, I would never. I got into a beta. It's like, no.
God, I hated it.
it's yeah.
No.
I don't know, and like I guess it would be great for people who are just getting into MMOs. But I played WoW since vanilla. I'm tired of that. I need something
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I need something.
I mean,
to
if it
keep
goes
me
if
there.
it goes free to play, it goes without saying that people are gonna play it. But $14
Yeah.
a month, Jesus no.
And
It's just-
$14
it's
a
like-
month, and you have to buy the game for full price too. So $60
Yeah.
and then
I don't
like
think
15
you.
bucks.
I don't think you can make a subscription-based MMO anymore. I mean, even Blizzard.
Final-
Even Blizzard,
Final
the guys who
Fantasy did.
own the guys
Final
who own
Fantasy
the
worked it.
biggest fucking.
And they're doing
paid-
really well.
Even Blizzard has come out and said that they are never going to do another subscription-based MMO because WoW has.
It's not profitable.
It's not profitable. WoW is only profitable because it had that. It still has that large
I can-
subscriber base.
Final
I can
Fantasy
see,
still-
like,
the Final Fantasy
subscriptions-
415 is working, and they're still
Oh yeah.
subscription-based.
Well, it's because Final
I played
Fantasy
WoW.
fans
I
are
just couldn't
fucking
get through it.
stupid.
No, but remember, it was when it first came out. People hated it and came back again
Yeah.
somehow. I guess it's great now.
I don't know.
Apparently,
I
don't
played
know.
it when it first came out, and I was like, "This is
Yeah.
bad," and just stopped.
And they gave everybody they're like they apologized for that. That was so sad. Like when you apologize
Yeah.
for your game, that's when you know you fucked up.
But yeah, so I mean, I can see subscription models working if it's like there's a game that I've just recently played. I'm playing some MMO right. Oh, Marvel Heroes, I think it is. If you don't pay for your subscription, it doesn't really fuck you in any way. But if you pay for a subscription, you get a little bit more. Like, okay, you pay a $10
Like,
subscription fee a month, you get like
So it's
the cheap.
basically what's the game? Star
No.
um,
No. It's way more fair
Republic.
than that. It's way more fair than
Okay.
that. Republic is bullshit. They give you a hacked to shit game, and then like, well, if you want to play the real game, pay us, faggot. Pretty much.
Wait, which one you talking about? The Knights of the Old Republic?
Old Republic.
Yeah.
Not Knights.
There is no.
Or not Knights, the Old
No.
Republic.
SWOTOR.
Yeah.
KOTOR.
SWOTOR.
It's because
Yeah,
of that game we
it's-
will get
it's
a
kinda
fucking
like-
KOTOR 3. You realize that, right?
Star
never
Wars:
got
The
a
Old
KOTOR
Republic.
three.
There's
It's like when somebody says, "Okay, I want you to pay me $40 for the keys to this car," and you fork over the $40, and they say, "Oh no, you just paid for the movement gesture of my hand. I'm gonna need you to fork over another 40 for the keys."
yeah. Okay. It's like okay. This is free to
Yeah.
play. Well, I'll give you the keys to this car for free. Okay, sweet. Well, there's no seats in it, and it doesn't have any electricity, and there's no transmission.
Basically,
you know
it's a
what? You
wagon
got
without
the
a
keys.
horse.
And the keys don't work, by the way, but you still have keys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
See, the keys
Yeah, you'd be fucking
actually,
grateful.
the keys have been demagnetized. To get the key remagnetized, you gotta give me like $200.
On the
Every
bright
month.
side, the keys come with a nice little clip so you can show off that you have them.
yeah, if you pay
Nice.
us extra, you get a clip that says that you paid almost enough. But if you pay even more than that, we'll give you the full game.
Oh, good. I need to get my laptop charger. Give me a sec. Keep talking about the Old Republic, and don't you fucking dare talk about Kill the Kill. I will not have
Yo,
that happen
Kill
on my
Kill.
podcast
Hype
this
ass.
week.
Oh my god, a Kill MMO.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Killing Hill.
Oh my god!
I'd play it.
Thought about it. Everybody, you like get like a 1-star uniform, right? You have to build your way up. Oh shit! Oh shit! And you
shit.
but think about it. Think about it better. There's only a few 3-star uniforms right you can get, so it's like everybody in the server always trying to get to the top level. It's just
Oh,
like a
shit.
constant war,
That'd be dope.
or like
okay.
having be
We'll
like
get
guilds
away-
and shit.
we
Yeah,
need to get
yeah,
away
like
from it. We need to get away from it because I'm about to like
Oh,
splooge. So let's go.
dude,
Let's
like
go.
each guild, like the guilds are like a club in the
Yeah.
It could be
okay.
like
so.
Eve online with like an action
So
MMO.
I can hold on. Let me
I've
look at
gotten a
the
lot of recommendations for Eve. I
Yes.
still don't like. I don't feel comfortable going near it though because it kind of scares me.
Oh,
I'd only play Eve if that type of game really speaks to you. It's a spreadsheet simulator.
Basically, yeah.
Uh,
I know people that play Eve and they turn off the graphics to turn it into a spreadsheet just because the graphics
Yeah, it's more
distract them.
efficient. It's more efficient that way.
Yeah.
It is more. That's so creepy though. It is efficient.
Like, I
Graphics
understand
are
that there are
inefficient.
I'm
people
trying to
that-
find the like what exactly is the things you don't get for. I have to actually sign into SWOTOR for you to show me how much your shit costs. Are you kidding
I
me?
don't think you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
For SWOTOR, I remember playing it. When you
Well, I played it
when
when
you're
you
a
had
free
to-
account, when you're a free account, you cannot sprint. You don't get your first mount.
fuck?
You cannot get your first mount
Yeah.
until level 40. I'm pretty sure.
Which
Nah,
was
it's-
yeah. And I played the game back before it went free to play, by the way, and it used to be good, but it didn't have an end game, which is why it failed. But
It
go
still
on.
doesn't have that much of an end game.
No, the end game was shit and it's still shit.
And you
But-
have to.
go.
What little end game you do have, you don't. You have to actually. You're not paying a subscription. You need to pay to get tickets to attempt a raid.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah,
wipe,
yeah.
you lose that ticket.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's the I'll read you off what you get. You get all the story content for free to play. You get sprint at level 10. You get yeah, you have to buy a card to do any of the dungeons. Your crew only gets one skill. You have no priority status in the login queue, so if other people who've paid are trying to log in, you just can't get in.
And wait,
Uh,
really?
there-
They,
you
wait,
don't
they,
get-
wait, your crew can only have one skill. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Only
can
one
only
to,
purchase
This
one.
sounds ridiculous.
But I had.
There's only one crew skill slot that you can get.
Whoa! When the
Do
fuck
they even give
when
you
the
a full
fuck did they
player? I
change
feel like
that?
what they're giving you is just a leg.
No, hold on.
It's,
Like,
it's literally
okay.
you play as a leg.
When I
It
when
gets
I
way
when I
worse.
played right, I had 2 crew skill slots, and I was preferred. I got sprint.
I'm-
I got when I
oh,
was
yeah,
preferred. I got sprint at
That's
level 1.
that's free to play. That's free to play. That's
That's
what
pref-
I have preferred too.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, free to play. Free to play. All right.
Yeah, I'm reading free to plays right now.
Oh, free to play
So,
actually
okay,
gets sprint now.
Yeah, so they get sprint to level 10.
Oh.
Okay,
well,
so
that's
bank
slightly
storage-
better.
Yeah, you don't get bank storage unless if you're free to play. Your credit cap is 200,000 if you're free to play. You can't. You can only use general chat if you're free to play. You can't send mail. You can't You can't use the auction house. You can only put up 2 things on the auction house at once. That's what it is. You have to pay a
Nice.
bunch of money to respecialize. You're only allowed 2 character slots in 3 species. You have to have a weekly pass to do any of the operations. You're allowed to do 5 PvP things a week. 3
Wow.
missions a week. Like 3 weird dungeon missions. 3 space missions. 1 bag slot. You can't quick travel. You get your mount at level 10. Wait, what?
When was
Oh
that
wait,
added?
you use it. No, you use it 10 levels later. My bad.
Oh.
Than everyone else. You have to. Oh my god.
Jesus
can
Christ!
only
It's like somebody
revive
asks
5
you to go on a
times.
raid and you gotta check the list. See if you,
You can only revive
Basically.
5 times, dude. They don't let your character revive more than 5 times if you're free to play without paying them.
Well, no.
That's fucking ridiculous.
The field
I
revives.
think
The
you mean,
field revives.
I think they mean yeah, the field revives.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't do field revives more than 5 times.
Well, you also
Yeah,
have
that's what I assume.
Yeah, and then if you want more field revives, you use the cartel coins,
Hey,
which
yeah.
will upgrade you to preferred anyway.
oh, and they also cut your experience gain in half if you're free to play.
Wow.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then preferred you get a little bit less
Fusion
fucked.
Fall. Fusion Fall, the shitty MMORPG from CartoonNetwork.com, still had more shit than that in the free to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
It's-
I
that's-
actually
that
love
shit's
Fusion
worse
Fall,
than WoW's
guilty
free
pleasure.
trial. That shit is worse. You know, WoW. They got rid of their 10-day trial and gave you like you can play up to level 20 for free, right? Remember back
Oh,
then?
yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
WoW.
That's-
WoW's free trial, free to play option has more shit to it than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the free to play in SWOTOR is like, well, you can get through all the story, but fuck you
It'll
if
take
you
you 40
try,
years.
because it's gonna take
It'll
you.
take you 28,000 years. Like you're gonna be grinding
okay.
up forever. Half
You get
your
five
One of the
free
best
steps, and then you
XP
gotta start
sources
paying
back
to
in the
walk.
day. One of the best XP sources back in the day was the space missions. I'm sure it still is.
Um,
So, They
No,
make
I
it-
think it's changed now. I think you get more XP from quests. Well, at least as you prefer.
Okay. Wait, which space missions are you thinking of? Like the ones that are PvP or the rail shooters?
I think I might be thinking of the rail shooter.
The rail shooters used to be the best source of XP.
I think they
by
nerfed
far.
them. I'm pretty sure they nerfed
Okay.
them.
All right. Well, still, you can only do 5 of those a week now, apparently, unless
Shit.
you're a preferred player.
That's just not on.
Because fun.
Right?
Because
It-
fun.
Yeah, because fuck you, you're not paying us, so we don't want you to play this game and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Pay us.
Basically.
Jesus.
All the ad revenue we're getting isn't enough. All the cartel coins people are buying isn't enough. We need you to pay us more.
It's a little bit fucked up. It's a little. Bit.
Why are we talking about
Yay! Yay! BioWare and LucasArts all came together to fuck us in the ass.
And LucasArts is dead. Let's all pray on his corpse.
Speaking of BioWare,
What?
I was really surprised when I found out they didn't make BioShock.
Wait, what?
That was a fallacy in my mind for the longest time.
That's a little bit hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait,
I don't think
what?
BioWare knows. I don't think BioWare would ever be able to even know how to make BioShock.
They don't. They
I think
can't
if
make-
they tried
can't
to
make
release that,
shooters.
it'd be the buggiest piece of shit ever.
The characters are just
It's
talking.
bad.
They have like some weird ass.
What happened to you,
flaps.
BioWare? What happened to you?
It'd be a Dragon Age 2 kind of thing that ended up happening with it.
2 rooms there instead of a giant map for Raptor. It's just like 2 rooms. You just go back and
Yeah, it's a
forth.
bunch of rooms.
The same room, just copy and paste
And
it
you
in a
walk
square.
through it, and it goes into bad cutscenes where a Mexican chick, or whatever the fuck she was supposed to be, like, throws knives as she shows you her ass crack.
Wow.
There have been so
They need
many
to make
changes.
another Jade Empire game, though. I'd
Yes,
I'd
they
buy
do.
that.
Yeah. Wait, no, they don't because they'll fuck it up.
I don't care, dude.
you know what I wanna know?
Well,
I want to know
Maybe we
if
could-
Guild Wars 2 is still like thriving.
I'm pretty
No,
sure it is.
no.
I've
not
played
thriving,
it again
it can't be
recently. It's
thriving.
not thriving, but it's doing okay.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's
People
surviving.
who, well, what happened was all the people who jumped on it because they thought it was going to be the WoW killer left, and then all the people that jumped on it because they liked Guild Wars and wanted to play Guild Wars 2 are still there.
So,
So what they
So
should
they're
expect
fan-
to happen.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's
exactly
not
what
a
everyone
WoW
knew
killer.
was going to happen.
aw.
It was pretty much
looked
just like,
so good.
it's not bad. It's actually like if you expected a Guild Wars game, it's good.
Yeah, like if you're a fan of Guild Wars, then yeah, you like it. But
But if you expected WoW 2, no. Why would you? You're stupid.
yeah,
Why would you want WoW 2?
You're supposed to know that Guild Wars, this is mostly PvP. That's why people play Guild Wars.
yeah.
It's not about the end game and shit.
Though the end game did look kind of awesome. Well, at least the final the final bit of the story.
not.
My problem with
I
Guild
played
Wars,
through all of it. It's all bad, real bad mechanics.
My problem with Guild Wars is I didn't like the weapon system. All your skills are tied to what weapon you're using. Like your spells and shit are tied to your
I
weapons.
actually like that.
It didn't.
I
It didn't look
understand
like. It
I
didn't look too much of a
understand it.
hindrance, though.
I understand
It
if
looked like
you're-
you could level it up
if you're
pretty
if you're
quickly.
playing like a ranger and like you're swapping between guns and bows, makes sense. But you're playing a fucking
Yeah.
wizard, someone who can, or a necromancer, and you're someone who can fucking, like your attacks aren't coming from your weapons. They're coming from you. They're coming from your own personal magical knowledge. Why the fuck
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a
does
wizard,
it?
Ari. Now get a different wand.
Like why?
Yeah, I never played as any of the magic classes, so it didn't bother me. I played a warrior and a ranger, so
Maybe the characters don't have brains. The brains are all in their weapons.
The necromancer
Maybe.
looked pretty sweet.
yeah. I mean, those classes were all really good at PvP. I just never was into them, so dude, warrior is so good at PvP in that game, though. Oh my god. Like, if you pretty much all you have to do is make sure that that the mage doesn't see you on the approach, and that mage is fucked. If I get within 5 feet of you, don't try to do anything because you're dead. Just sit there and let me fuck you for a second.
It'll
Pretty
be
much.
over soon.
It'll be over soon. Oh no, they're making another Dragon Age game.
Oh,
Yeah, you
God.
didn't know that?
Don't do
What?
this
That's
to
so
me.
old.
I
What the hell were y'all been?
I try to.
This is
I,
old
I keep
news.
BioWare news out of my head because I hate BioWare
Yeah.
shit sometimes.
Yeah, Inquisition. Like, this is old news.
Is it
Like,
gonna?
three-
it's
like,
gonna
it might be
bad,
like-
isn't it?
I don't know. It's next gen, so there's that.
Is Inquisition going to be any good? Do you guys think?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm looking up
They
shit
said they're
for it
trying to
now,
go-
and
they
there's
said
not
they're
really
going
much
a
to
little-
see.
Yeah, they had the trailer out like last year at E3. And they
Yeah,
talked
I'm
about
looking
it
at. I mean,
for a while.
there's not much in the trailer though.
Yeah, I know. They're actually
Oh, I have
starting to
seen
release
this
some
trailer
stuff
before.
this week.
Yeah, I've seen this trailer before actually. I didn't even notice it was a Dragon Age game. I think I wasn't paying attention at all. I was like, fuck it.
Can you link
Did
it?
you
so I
ever
can
look at
Can you
the-
link it so I can put it on the stream?
Yeah, hold on.
Did you ever look at the Final Fantasy trailer that I told you to?
This
That
looks
was the
okay.
gameplay. Did you? Did you ever look
What?
at the
No, I
Final
didn't.
Fantasy trailer?
No,
I told you to look at that, dude. Come on, man.
I'm not going to.
You're going
I'm not
to.
looking.
Do
I
it.
told you I'm done with that license. I told you I'm done
Do
with
it
the
already,
license.
pussy.
I'm done with the Final Fantasy
Oh my
license.
god.
I've been
Really?
But what
betrayed
if
too many
Lightning?
times.
What if Lightning returns again and it's better though?
It's fuck her.
Not
She
Final
doesn't get to
Fantasy or
return.
anything.
I hope.
Final,
I hope
Final
she
Fantasy
gets, like-
Lightning strikes twice.
Ah, god.
I love the reasoning they gave for their characters not having emotion
God
in that
did it.
game. Yeah, God made them emotionless. Shut the fuck up. Pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna put some game. I'm gonna put what the.
Why are the mechanics bad? Oh, God made the mechanics
Here,
awful.
look-
It's because God made the physics bad.
Look at the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
No. Don't look at the Final
Yes.
Fantasy trailer. Don't fall
It
for
doesn't
it.
look.
I'm
Look
gonna
at
watch
it.
it.
There are cars. Look at it.
All right, I'm giving this 30 seconds. If I'm not instantly impressed, okay, he looks like a chick. So it's
Oh,
Final
I mean, the
Fantasy
art
for
style
sure.
is still, the art style is Final Fantasy. It is. Or
Okay,
Final Fantasy
at what
art
point did the gameplay come in this trailer?
style.
I don't really
Look
care
at
about
like
the story.
minute.
Never.
Go to.
It's
Same-
Final
same
Fantasy.
with, Lightning
It's
Returns.
Final Fantasy.
Come up
There's
for-
never fucking. Oh god, I
Okay,
forgot to
the
change. I
gameplay
forgot
looks
to
kinda
change the
cool.
formatting. I forgot to change. Anyone who's watching, I forgot to change the formatting on the podcast, like how I show videos. So please forgive any on the fly formatting changes that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, does
Wow.
this look
it's
like
very. It's very
So-
pretty.
It's pretty and like the combat looks interesting, but I wonder if it's gonna stay
that's-
this dynamic or if it's
I don't
just
know, but
this
if
is
it
just
does, but if it does look like this is
if it does, if it stays like that. But I mean, they, in Final Fantasy,
it might be a
13
bull. I mean, it might be a
had
bull
great
shot. I
looking-
don't know.
Yeah, Final
But I
Fantasy
mean, like-
13 had great looking trailers. It still was a shitty game.
But it wasn't gameplay. But they're saying
I'm
it
impressed.
might be a bull shot. It might be a bull shot. I don't know, but it looks.
It looks
Um,
cool so far. It looks
yeah,
more like a
Whoa.
spectacle fighter
Okay,
than
dragon
else.
thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
it
look, this
doesn't
looks like a-
that's,
I'd be down if they changed the Final Fantasy style into spectacle fighters.
Well, maybe if they settled on a thing like the old turn-based stuff was like was okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Final
but,
Fantasy
like,
For gameplay wise, at least, I had fun with it.
yeah, like
Yeah,
you could have fun
and now-
with it. Like.
Yeah, it was. This is. I mean, it looks pretty cool, and
Yeah.
I feel like they tried to make the Final Fantasy game spectacle fighters on these recent releases and just didn't do it at all. They made it
like,
boring
they
can
fighters.
sort of how to
They
do
try to
it.
make it look flashy. They try to make it look good. That was a problem. It was style.
Yeah,
over
they made it
substance
boring
by
fighters,
far.
pretty much,
Yeah.
is what it was.
Style over substance by far.
You
But
know,
this
it's
looks good, I
sad
mean-
because the Final Fantasy games have always like it's a tradition for them to look very pretty. So it's natural that
Yeah.
they focus on the graphics, but the problem is some of it takes away from the rest of the game a lot of the time.
Yeah, if you can focus on the graphics and not take a bunch away from everything else, that'd be nice. Like,
Yeah.
if you could make the gameplay worth playing. If someone didn't tell me once I'm 40 hours into Final Fantasy 13, I'll start having fun. Like, what? I have
I
to,
love that.
I have to go through an average work week to have fun with this?
This is a job at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
I'm.
If I start-
I would love
If I start,
if
if
I
I
would
clean
love if
shit
I
up
could
for
get a
40 hours,
$60.
I'll have fun.
If I could get a $60 game that lasts for your average fucking work week, yet fine, fucking do it. Give me that game, a game that long. But fucking
Skyrim.
don't fuck it up in the starting hours. If it doesn't get good till
Yeah.
20 hours in, only make a 20-hour game and cut out the bits that were shit.
Yeah, it's exactly the reason I started reading Gaunt's because people kept on messaging me telling me it gets good after like chapter 120. And I'm
And
like,
you should have
well,
told them to, you should have told them to fuck off then.
yeah, I'm like, well, why would I want to like? Why would I read this if I have to go 120 chapters in? And I
Like
still
something else,
did
and,
eventually
have it
because
be
I was like,
good.
okay, whatever.
They
Apparently,
usually
I,
make it
like
really-
if somebody were to tell me that a manga got good after like 20 chapters, to be like, okay, well, that's
Okay, yeah,
okay,
that's
because typically
Yeah.
it takes a little while for them.
I'm-
And I mean,
Yeah, it's really good.
120 though,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
just going,
that
moving
is
back to
years of
Final
releases.
Fantasy. Moving back to Final Fantasy. Ah, shit, I almost dropped my laptop. Fuck.
it all
moving
comes back to
Final
Final Fantasy.
Just, I've got the trailer you linked up on the stream right now, and what gameplay I can see, it does look like a very good spectacle. It looks a little bit like Metal Gear Rising, just a little bit. Well,
a few spots in it, I can see that.
Yeah, I can sort of see that.
Like I'd play the shit out of this.
That's what I'm saying. Like this looks, it looks.
But I'm not.
It's got-
also a game
it's also-
that
it's
I'm
also
not
got-
going to buy any Final Fantasy title on release anymore.
Yeah,
though. I'm
I'm
going
not
to wait for a
going
couple
to.
months
The
and just
climbing,
read all
it-
the reviews.
It looks like
'Cause-
this.
But you know what? I kind of do buy it a little bit because it's still being made by the people who made Kingdom Hearts, and that was a little bit of a spectacle fighter. Except this just seems a little bit.
It looks a little bit like this weird love child. This weird love child between Metal Gear Rising and Shadow of the Colossus, like with the climbing mechanic you can see in the
Yeah.
trailer.
Like I don't think it's gonna
You
be
see-
as good as this looks, but I think it can be good.
Yeah.
I think it can.
I think
That's what
I
I'm-
can see this being good, but I don't trust them. I don't do it. I can't.
I mean,
I can't
obviously,
trust
but
this
I mean,
license ever again.
I don't blame that at all. Like I understand that completely. But it could be good. It can
But
be.
now watching
has
this with the dude with the giant sword, now I just want a berserk spectacle fire that's good.
You probably. I don't want a Berserk game because that's just.
Because the other one sucked.
Basically,
The other berserk games were
I mean,
awful.
I don't know how it would be good because it's just that world. It's like I don't.
Oh, it's super easy to make a spectacle fire like that. It'd be a Devil May Cry clone.
The world is too. But Devil May Cry isn't that dark.
Okay, yeah, just make it a little bit darker and make the enemies
it's
look a little
nowhere
bit more
near as
fucked,
dark.
and you're good.
No, it's nowhere near. Devil May Cry is nowhere near as stupid. Devil May Cry is just stupid.
It would just be it would be the same kind of looking shit, except you replace the demons in Devil May Cry with the demons from Berserk.
Raping a baby.
Yeah,
Devil May
obviously
Cry
you're not
raping a
gonna.
baby.
It doesn't have to be like the start from the story of Berserk. You can just have it like a separate canon shit.
A
Make it in the
separate
middle of
canon
the
that has
golden age.
nothing terrible happening ever.
Just make it in the middle of the golden age. It'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fine. Just don't ever show Casca, because she gets raped in like every scene. But don't ever show Casca, and you're good. You're good.
yeah.
And the demon baby, and Griffith or Griffith.
Well, yeah, you
Or-
should probably
or-
end it before
any
she
of the
gives birth to
disciples.
the demon baby.
And none of the
End it
disciples. Period.
And none of the disciples. Yeah.
Oh my-
How about we end it before Griffith turns everyone into gets everyone eaten?
Or he gets tortured.
Or
No, that could be fine. Griffith deserves
I'll-
that. I'm down to watch that. Fuck
Well,
Griffith.
I mean, that would be before he was completely evil, though. So
No. Griffith was a
Pre-evil
dick to me.
Griffith.
Can we
Griffith was a
move?
dick.
Can we
He
move
did
off of
deserve
stuff that like only half of us know anything about?
uh,
Please.
I think 3/4 of us know about this.
yeah.
So we are already
Maybe
on
a
something like that.
little.
It's just like me
Okay,
and Nick.
whatever.
Me and Nick are just like we're being completely quiet. Like we have no idea.
Yeah, a little bit.
I
I'll keep up with the conversation as far as I can, but
Yeah. can't really add much.
Okay, so what do you guys want to talk about then?
Well, right now I'm still watching this fucking Final Fantasy trailer.
Yeah, it
it's
looks
not even that long. How are you still
It
watching?
is 7 minutes long.
7.5 minutes long.
And it's
Yeah.
like, and it's currently for me it's currently 6 minutes 20 seconds in, so it's almost over. But it looks fucking hyper. Is this co-op as well?
No.
Oh, it has co-op.
It looks like co-op,
No, it's not co-op.
but
I
There's
need
no
more
way.
games that have co-op.
it's running. Look,
Like,
they're controlling one character, right? The main character who's I've
yeah,
got
it's
it.
not.
Controlling the main character, but at the same time there's combos that didn't
Yeah,
look
but
to
they
have
did that-
any. They didn't look to have any
they-
input.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They already had combos in Final Fantasy 13. Remember?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. They were.
It worked pretty much
It's
the
not-
same way in 13.
Yeah, they already. It's not.
It also
it's
they've also already said it's a single player only game.
Oh, gotta
Yeah,
dash my fucking
like-
dreams like that shit.
I don't want them to do a Final Fantasy with co-op at all.
No, God, no. They'd fuck
If
it
it
up
was a
so hard.
if it was a spectacle fighter with co-op.
I don't like spectacle fighters with co-op, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think I'd want to play a Spectacle Fire with co-op either.
That could be fun.
Because for spectacle fighters, you want your
For the
combo to
Spectacle
work,
Fighter,
and
you are
it,
the spectacle
it
is
would
you.
it would be, yeah, it would be very difficult to be a fun and not just like be annoying as fuck. Because you're trying to do a combo,
I
and then somebody
guess
just comes
I
out of
guess you
nowhere,
have a point.
hits your player, like okay, just be like, what? It'd be.
I suppose you have a point. This time.
Damn right, I got a. Damn right, I got a point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with more Spectacle Fire games though. I fucking love them. I love Spectacle
Yeah.
Fighters. They're such just like,
All right, I'm looking
like,
at the.
they're fun
I'm looking
for the
at
sake
the,
of fun, and I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the battle system. Battle system, the party-based battle system is a realistic version of the one seen in the Kingdom Hearts series. The player selects a command such as attack, warp, magic item, or link form, and the character would then perform the desired move. So, Kingdom Hearts. There are also other actions such as double jumping.
Oh, so it's not a spectacle fight. God damn it.
Well, it's some Kingdom Hearts gameplay.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it
Speaking
can
of
still
Kingdom
kind
Hearts,
of be a
Kingdom
Spectacle
Hearts
Fighter,
3.
honestly.
The trailer looked.
The trailer wasn't
like,
actually. The trailer wasn't gameplay though. In Kingdom Hearts 3.
It had
They actually-
it had
No,
gameplay.
no. If you look at the bottom of the screen, it says this is not gameplay.
Oh, god
Yeah.
fucking damn it.
Have gameplay. No,
yeah, they
it
have to
is.
say-
I imagine though that what they showed will
But they
probably
did say
be
that about
something along the
15,
lines
so
of
that's
what
why
we've
I'm kind of. In 15, they did not say that wasn't gameplay. So they said that was gameplay. So that's what
Yeah,
because that's what
I
they're
mean,
working
this
on right
looks-
now. Working on 15, and then they're going to finish working on Kingdom Hearts 3.
I mean, honestly,
Well, they put out.
I'm
they
kind
put
of
out the
hyped
release
for
date as
another Kingdom Hearts
2015.
game. Well,
We gotta wait
I
till-
say another Kingdom Hearts game because I stopped playing after Kingdom Hearts 2 when they started just releasing all this random shit. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna,
it
I'm
wasn't
just gonna-
random shit though. It wasn't random shit. I'll admit that Recoded was terrible and it didn't deserve to be played, even though I played it. But Dream Drop Distance was actually a meaningful sequel.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
have a
I know
3DS.
that one was, but I just
Oh wait, I do have a 3DS.
I also didn't own that system, so
That's on a 3DS.
I have played through almost
Good idea.
all of Recoded, and I can in fact confirm that it is cannon
I mean,
fodder.
that was
It's
a
terrible.
cell phone
Like,
game. What did you expect? Like,
oh,
No,
there's a
it
cell
started
phone
as a
game?
cell phone game. It turned into a DS game, sir.
but it's
Oh.
still a cell phone game at
Oh.
heart. So it's like, you should have expected.
Wait, what? I never played
Once a
Chain
cell
of
phone
Memories.
game, always a cell phone game.
Wait,
I don't really.
Is Chain of Memories worth playing?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I
the
did
story. Okay, the story will help you if you hadn't
Yeah, you-
already played
you do
two.
need
but-
this-
I read
But you're
it. I
still
just read the
missing
story.
stuff. Yeah, just redo that.
I just read the
the
story.
gameplay wise, it was annoying. It
It's
was
boring.
interesting, but I don't know, it didn't really work.
No, I couldn't even
And
get
then-
past Wonderland. I couldn't do it. It
Yeah,
was
I
just
could-
no.
Oh, I got to the
I
very
can't
end.
play-
I beat the game.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
I couldn't-
So,
I didn't ever
Intensive.
have the platform to play 358, Birth by Sleep, or Dream Drop. So
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first two are not worth playing exactly, except maybe Birth by Sleep. That's decent, but don't buy a PSP.
No.
Nobody wants a PSP.
Yeah.
Dream Drop Distance.
You wanna know what's
I mean, a
funny about
3DS
the
is-
PSP?
What?
Like, this just
Yeah.
reminded me. Like I said, I went to MegaCon today, right? And because it's like 20 minutes away from where I live. Oh god, now everyone knows where I live. But I went there and there was this stall and it had PSPs for sale. Want to guess the price?
$250?
No,
$10,
Less than that.
less than
120.
$10.
Like there was them going like $1.
No
Damn.
way.
I shit
I'd buy
you
a
not.
PSP for
some
a
of
buck,
them were
dude.
being sold for like $1, but like those were
I'd buy a
obviously
PSP
like
PSP for a $12.
those are obviously used ones. Those are obviously
Yeah.
used ones, but like
Who gives a crap? It's a PSP for $1. I could play Birth
For
by
a
Sleep.
dollar?
exactly.
Dude, I can strip down the insides of the PSP and make more money than $1.
I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain there was something wrong with those PSPs though, because
Yeah, there had to
it did that stall did look very, very
Very lightly used.
or not lightly used, like kind of shady.
Heavily used,
I mean, like there was an N64 for sale right there.
like a hooker in Taiwan.
Yeah, there's an N64 for sale, and I was looking at the price, and I'm like, well, that's cheap for an N64. And then I'm looking at it, I'm looking over the box, and the box looks like it got kicked to shit.
Nice.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is definitely like this guy went to the tip, the rubbish tip, and he just
have no idea
pulled out
what
all
that
the dump,
Oh.
landfill, whatever
Okay.
you Americans call it, and
Okay.
just pulled out,
It
and
doesn't
he just
matter.
pulled
Go.
out like whatever electronics he could find. That's what I feel
Nice.
happened.
Moist.
Yeah, it's. Damn.
But yeah, going back to the topic of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, I would buy a 3DS. It's a solid purchase. Dream Drop
Yeah, I have a
Distance is
3DS.
just one of the
Don't-
many
I
great
had-
games.
Don't even buy a 3DS. Do what I did. Buy a 2DS.
I already own one. I have a 3DS.
I had a
already own one.
3DS for a
Say that.
while, but it got stolen, so I never got to play it.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I just have no games for it. and I just,
Save $100. Get a 2DS.
See, but there are games out there for it. People are like, the
I'm not
3DS has no games. I'm like,
I
no,
don't just, like,
it's
don't-
good.
No,
just
3DS
never-
3DS has a bunch of games. Dude,
Yeah.
you know how
Yeah.
sad I was when I couldn't play Monster Hunter 3?
Oh,
Do you
Not at
know
all,
how
because
sad I
that's
was
not
when I
a
couldn't
good
play
game.
Monster Hunter 3? Fuck you. Monster Hunter is the best game.
If I couldn't play Luigi's Mansion, I know I'd be very sad.
I love Luigi's Mansion.
Yes!
That was
I'm
my
mad.
I
favorite
love
GameCube
Luigi's
game.
Mansion so much.
No, wait. Second favorite GameCube game. Wind Waker was my first.
Alright. My favorite GameCube game was
Hang on, guys. New
okay,
tweets.
my favorite GameCube game was my favorite just because it was kind of fun to play with drunk friends. That fucking DEF CON fighting game. It's something like
Alright,
DEF CON something jam where you play as like Ice-T and like karate chop people and shit.
the
It
fuck?
was a fighting game where you just played as rappers.
Oh,
Yes.
Def Jam.
Yeah, Def
Def
Jam.
Jam
there we go. I said
Vendetta.
DEF CON.
Vendetta?
I don't know. It was the one on
Def
the
Jam.
GameCube.
There's a lot. There's Vendetta, and there is. I don't know if Fight for New York came out on GameCube.
There's a few. No, Fight for New York I think was Xbox 360 and like PS3. So.
That one was on
I don't
PS2. I'm pretty sure. It was,
Oh,
that
was?
stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Well, I played it
so
on.
that I like that game a lot. And then
You know what
SSX
game was-
snowboarding game.
That was fun. I still have that.
Dude, there was a great game for the PS1 era games. That was a great fighting game. It was Celebrity Deathbox Wrestling or whatever the fuck it was.
Yes,
I never played
That
that.
shit was the best.
I love that show too, though. So
That show's stupid as hell.
that show's great. That show's amazing.
Mhm.
It's just stupid as fuck.
Yeah, so I don't know. Am I really missing any story if I don't read up on 358 and Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop, or can I just pick up 3 and play?
you-
it?
Or
No,
actually
you can
missing a lot.
completely skip out. You can completely skip out on 358 Days Over 2 unless you're really curious about the nobodies.
I don't
You
Birth
need
by
to play.
Sleep. Birth by Sleep is
you need to
probably
play-
worth reading up on.
You need to look. You need to play. You need to know about Chain of Memories because if you don't, it's very.
Yeah.
I've already read about Chain of Memories because I read it
I like how
before I played
so
Chain of
much was
Memories,
like
too.
missing from the games. Like if you played, it was like, oh, I understand what's happening. Then it was like, nope.
No, I remember playing Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 2 and not understanding what was going on, and I was just like, alright, I'll just go with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom
Like,
Hearts
what,
2 is
it's
really
a
fun.
Japanese game. Yeah, it
Ah.
is. It was such an improvement on the original.
Now
I
everyone's
really
just
like
waiting for
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
The only problem
Yup.
is everybody who played those games are around like adults.
Okay,
Well,
I
put 'em on your
played
house.
that game again. I played the first Kingdom Hearts again a year ago. I still love it, except I play it way
I
different than I
I
did
always
when I
thought
was
that
a
game
kid.
didn't age well.
I mean, I'm still
like
playing
it.
the
I
first.
don't
I'm
know why.
playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 this year. Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
1
okay,
aged
so these-
perfectly. I
Is
love
the way-
Kingdom Hearts 1.
it's okay.
Did the way you guys play RPGs change a lot? Like, can you tell? Because like I remember my big way of telling was when I got to a spot in the island where all the nobodies, where the fuck they're called, were spawning. I realized they were infinitely spawning. So I was like, XP
Yeah.
farm. Standing
yeah,
there
I
just
do that
slapping
now. Now I
nobodies
just-
for like 2.5 hours. I
Yeah,
come
that's
down to
what I've noticed
Hercules'
now.
place and I'm like, level 16, bitch. What up?
Yeah, I grind a lot more.
I
I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't really grind in RPGs.
I actually know what I'm doing.
The way I do it is I do every single quest and collect every single item, and I usually wind up with the XP I need to give myself a
Yeah.
challenge, but also like not be super behind. Like, it's probably why it's probably the
Nope.
most frustrating part about people watching me play South Park, Because I will like be like right on a plot thread, right? A very interesting plot thread. I'll look at my map and I'll be like, "There's some side quests over there," and I'll go and I'll
Yeah, I do
spend like an
side
entire like 3 episodes doing side quests.
South Park's wasn't too bad because it was made to make you not grind, pretty much. Like, you felt like you shouldn't grind.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I think I've been conditioned by playing so many just, like, super harsh JRPGs where I'm like, I see infinite XP. I have to get it.
Yeah,
But if I leave this area, I won't be able to get it again.
Never really
if I-
ground in a Japanese RPG. I don't know if like I'm just lucky.
I played
or what.
Japanese MMOs, dude.
Yeah, see, so have I for like
Grind.
5 minutes, and then I said, nope.
Yeah, Japanese
doing that.
MMOs. Me sitting there for like 60 hours just killing shit. Because I want to get to the next game part.
Yeah.
Very rarely
They're-
do
they're-
I grind. I'm one of the people that takes on shit when you shouldn't and just Leroy Jenkins it until you get through it.
Just keep going until you get lucky with the random number generator. That's my man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, fuck, I think Harrison and me, like, we ended up way too far into Path of Exile's, like, leveling
Yeah.
at one point. We were, like, 10 levels above the zone because we had just
Yeah.
killed everything in every zone that we went through.
You guys are probably the least fun to fucking play games with.
Don't
Well, I mean,
turn
it wasn't like we were just... It wasn't like we were
Right, we weren't
doing it because, like,
grinding.
oh,
We
we
weren't
have to get
farming.
all this XP.
Yeah, it was just
we
more.
weren't,
We
like,
just went
farming
everywhere.
hard.
We did every. We were
Oh,
doing
you did?
everything.
All
Yeah,
right,
we-
then that's more.
We did all the quests, and we were finding, like, all the extra loot and shit.
Like,
Yeah.
all the extra maps we could
And we were,
find,
like, 10
corrupted
levels ahead.
places.
Yeah, the
It's
corrupted
still-
places, oh my god. We need a third person.
Stupid.
So you need to
That
get
was
on.
Stupid.
And this, I guess this offer extends to you too, Nick. If you want to play some Path, we're thinking of
If
making
I have
Yeah.
to buy it, there's
No,
a good chance I'm not.
It's free. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
free play.
Oh,
All right
yeah.
then.
Yeah,
We've
let's
got the
jump on that.
first non-content playthrough going on then.
Yeah. Looks like we got 4 people. Maybe we won't get fucked in the corrupted rooms anymore. Or maybe
That
we'll
was
get
so
fucked harder. Who
BS.
knows?
It was so
There was
BS.
one-
They just kept spawning.
Yeah, there was
just
one that
kept
had this
spawning.
invisible snake that just kept on spawning more and more ads. So we would freeze all the ads and try to kill the big snake, but then all the ads would unfreeze and all jump on me at once, and it would do like I think I looked at the damage spike at one point. It was like 2.2k damage at once.
Oh my god.
I have 800 health.
And
So-
no, he was the tank. He was our tank.
Yeah, I was the tank and getting blown up.
I was just trying to freeze him. I just kept trying to freeze him just so he wouldn't kill him, but it was like I couldn't freeze fast
It's
enough.
impossible.
Oh my god.
We well, I think
That's
what we
still
would
gonna
need,
be that's gonna be bad.
we need
It
a
It was
witch.
so
What we need was a witch, and a witch ranger scion would have been able to do it. We didn't have the freezing pulse from the witch, so we were fucked.
yeah. I just had like a trap, so I had to like put down the trap, then
Yeah.
press D, and I was just like spamming the
Yeah,
just trying to. And I didn't have any.
If
I
someone
had to
had-
be right next to him too. So that made it worse.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
It
was
was
getting
awful.
wrecked.
If someone had
Just
freezing
play well.
pulse or frost nova, we could have done it, but none of us had
Yeah.
that. So
There's that other corrupted zone with the enemy
Oh,
who would
yeah, that
eat the
one was-
bodies, gain all his health,
And then-
and spit out another enemy who we would kill.
Yeah, that-
who he would then go
that's
eat
one that we needed.
and gain the.
We needed a witch to have corpse explosion for that, which we didn't
Yeah,
have
it
a
was-
witch with corpse explosion. So
It was painful. It was painful.
yeah.
Do you think maybe the reason you're getting fucked over by the witch is because you forgot to turn off your flashlights?
No, we need a witch. We didn't have.
we need a
I see
witch
what you
with
did there.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a. We didn't have a witch.
Yeah, witch is one of the classes.
I had
Well,
a ranger
yeah,
and
so-
get
joke
a
failed.
scion.
It was
Yeah, they're joking.
yeah. I mean, it's a really good game. I love that game. The rooms that we got
pretty
fucked
fun.
by are optional rooms. They're rooms that
no.
you can go into to get more loot.
That was basically, but it was still just fucking insanity.
Yeah, it was insane. I would never do those on a hardcore character.
Oh.
Never ever. Oh my god. Although I guess I can't. I probably would back in the day because like I said, I used to have a hardcore PvP character.
Yeah.
Sure.
That thing was I got that character to level 45, PvPing all the time I could too. I was like an arena master until finally a witch was like, I got freezing traps, bitch.
I remember we were doing PvP and I just kept freezing you and hitting you with everything. Oh man, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So anybody?
All right. Well, I think that's enough for this week. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about just about. I think we've talked about just about everything that's happened in the last fucking week.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's wrap this up, shall we?
Right.
All right, let's start with our guest, Nick. Give us your channel, what you're playing this week, and basically what you do.
Basically,
Right.
that.
Well, yeah, my name's
Sell
Nick.
yourself.
If you want to go by my username, it's NickGreen90, but never call me Nick Green. It's always got to have the 90 at the end. I'm very particular about that. The channel is GreenForceGaming, and we're currently doing a Nuzlocke challenge of Emerald, a Civ 5 playthrough, which I may ditch eventually because, oh my god, it's so boring. And we have a Braid playthrough coming out in the next few days. And that's we're big on platformers and just about anything we can get our hands on Steam.
All right.
Alright.
Harrison.
All right. Well, hello. I am the host. I'm the rightful owner of a channel known as Bnadna, and this week I am doing a Civ 5 playthrough, XCOM, Enemy Within playthrough, and I'm gonna do some let's look at or some let's try as I like to call them, a few games, and is that all I'm doing? Oh, and also The Walking Dead. I'm gonna finish that off, and South Park. And
Oh yeah.
I do let's watches, let's tries, sometimes very rarely reviews, and that's it. And I guess somebody else go next.
All right, I'll go next because on my screen I'm the next down. I'm Nozvix. I run the Spartan in Space YouTube channel. I do let's plays. I do analysis of games and stuff on television. If you could probably guess what it is if you're familiar with my channel, and stuff like that. I plan on doing a lot more indie game reviews because there's no AAA games coming out in this month that are good, and also
Sadly.
no one has sent me review copies to the ones I do want to play. Bad. This week I'm playing Katawa Shoujo. I'm gonna play every single branch of that fucking visual novel, and it's going to take forever. I'm also
That's
gonna
gonna
play
take
South Park.
months, dude.
It will take months.
Let's have fun with that shit.
Yeah, but hey, it's fun to do and whatever. I also do South Park Stick of Truth. I'm thinking of doing some other games. Also, I do take requests. So if you have like something you want me to play, or within reason, with reason, of course. I'm not trying to go drop $60 on a shitty game because I am poor. I am very
Yeah.
Rambo.
poor.
Hey,
Same.
hey.
And
Here,
I
here.
also do this thing called Noz Reacts every week, where I will take something on YouTube and I'll watch it and I'll react to it. You can watch it with me. I'll also take requests for that as well. Every Monday at noon, that goes up. And now, Zachary?
I run channel Azrial Plays. I'm currently doing Let's Plays, Kill la Kill analysis. I'm going to move on to a bunch of manga now that Kill la Kill is almost over. And I do, currently I have South Park going up, more Mitsurugi Kamui Hakai going up, and I'm starting a Game Dev Tycoon run
Oh,
with
God.
my
Game
with
Dev
my-
Tycoon.
That's a good
Yeah.
game. That's a
with
good
my
game.
company DLC Box Software with its owner Randy Glitchford.
Oh man.
So we got that going, trying to make that Arab money, and
Yes.
that's about all I do.
Oh my god. Yes, and as always, everyone, come back next week or watch this, or if you're watching this on Sunday, which is tomorrow, this goes up at noon. Don't watch us on Twitch sometimes because this chat gets lonely, as does Twitter. I've just been typing on that for the last 2 hours and no one.
I'm so lonely.
Come on, guys, talk to me. I have zero self-esteem.
All
I
by
got
no
myself.
First name Wilson. My name is. What am I singing? Charlie Wilson.
Wilson!
I just imagined you with
Man, I
like
get
a My
so
Little Pony
lonely.
DVD case with a fucking face drawn on it, and like as it just goes out the window, Wilson.
Sparkle Dash.
Oh dear God! Why?
Oh god, that is the worst ship. That's the worst ship.
Twilight Sparkle.
The worst ship is the HSS Titanic with the HMS. Fuck you.
And with that bombshell, we'll see you
been
next
fun.
week.